Hello, how are you? What's going on? What's going on? Freaking A. Cool this place down. Goodness. Hi. Hi, happy Friday. Hey, Corey. Hey, Ryan. Hey, Tracy. New camera? No, old camera. Does it look better or worse? Or are you telling me it looks worse? I may have done a few tweaks on it. I may have done a few tweaks on the settings. But I'm glad you noticed. I'm glad you noticed. I'm very, very happy you noticed. That makes me feel better. You know, when you put in a hard day's work, you know, playing with camera settings. This was like this yesterday. Yeah, nobody mentioned it yesterday. Not a single person mentioned it yesterday. But it's all good. We got tons to talk about as normal. Whiskey Blinded, how's everybody doing? We got tons to talk about as normal. Lots of new video camera evidence of the horrific murder that ICE did yesterday or 2 days ago. They're shooting more people in Portland. Donald Trump's amazing America First policy of paying people in Greenland $100,000. I know that might be like the least of them, but isn't that pretty wild? It's definitely the least of them, but isn't it pretty wild that Donald Trump has been promising like Doge checks and tariff checks and every check in the world to Americans, hasn't given them a single one. But now the White House is talking about paying every Greenlander $100,000. Just kind of strange, don't you think? ICE agents will be knocking on my door soon. That's good. The cool thing about that is I have a Ring camera and they don't have a warrant. So they can knock all they want. Maybe it'll be a good workout of them. I've seen the video. A lot of them look real fat. So maybe if they knocked at my door for long enough, they would lose some weight. Maybe they'll wave hard enough where they catch a cold or something. I don't know what to tell you. Knock, knock, knocking on heaven's door. They're all short as fuck too. I never noticed their height. I noticed that they look very, very out of shape. Yeah. Like they definitely got the gravy seals to go be on ice. Like all those guys who would have joined the military, but they would have totally punched a drill instructor in the face. That crowd is loving ice. I assume they recruited the stores with the "Don't Tread on Me" shirts. Or the shirts that are like don't what do they say? There's a whole bunch of those little sayings. They have, all those stupid sayings that they have on those shirts. Don't confuse my passiveness with peacefulness. I choose to not be violent. One of those dumb shirts. I'm the leader of the wolf pack. Yeah, those are the shirts that's the store. That's why they get so upset, right? That's why they get so upset when when somebody stands up to them, because they don't know how to do that. They don't know how to feel, because they were told they were big bad they were big bag ice. And that's why they get scared when somebody's driving a car next to them and they decide to just murder them instead of moving out of the fucking way, because they're scared little cowards. This is why it is important to vet your police officers to find out if they have the temperament to do it. But unfortunately, when you're just throwing guys at it, you don't get to find out much about them. Yeah. All those people they're going to find those people that wear those like "Don't Tread on Me" shirts. The Second Amendment was made so that we can fight against a tyrannical government. No, that crowd. And then they just freaking, as soon as the tyrannical government shows up, they're just like freaking sucking down the whole Cheeto. Why are you posting a phone number? Because nobody answers the phone? Well, the answer to that is because I'm the only one here to answer the phone, and I'm not ready to turn my phone on yet. So when I'm ready to turn it on, I will. And I'll also, even for your guys' sake, I even do this cool thing where I say, the phone lines are now open. And then I turn on the phone lines, and then they're open. You guys lack patience, okay? And self-control. And a lack of understanding of the word consent, okay? Relax. You'll survive. Freaking children, man. MAGA, please raise your children so I don't have to. This is getting annoying. Please start raising your children so I don't have to. Betty, thank you so much for the $2. They're probably going to argue with the Chomo Defense League. All right. Well, thanks for the $2. I appreciate that. Weird thing to pay me for. But, oh my God, I'm so hurt, actually. Oh, I'm so hurt. God. You know what would hurt me more? I think if you sent me, sent me like some more hurtful things to me, but if you did it with like a $20 super chat, I think that would really make me pay. I think she's talking about the other people, actually, now that I think about it. I think I misread that. I think she's actually I'm arguing against them. So I think she was actually on my side. I might have misread that, because I'm pretty sure Betty's been here before. Sorry, Betty, if I misread that, I apologize. Oh, goodness. All right. Well, let's turn on the phone lines now. I might have misread that now that I think about it. That's on me. I'm sorry, Betty. I apologize. I love you. I can send the $2 back. I don't actually know how to do that. If I knew how to do that, I would totally do it. Good night. I feel bad. All right, y'all. Welcome in. I really, really appreciate you guys. Thank you so much. Oh, see, there we go. Now the phone line's ringing. Make sure you guys come in. Oh, wait, I haven't even turned on my backup account. How, dude, we have 400 people in here. We didn't even get to 10,000 likes yet. What are we doing over here? Let's get our life together over here, y'all. Hello, how are you?
Good. How you doing, man?
I'm great. How old are you?
Good. I'm 31.
Awesome. Do you still support Trump?
No.
All right.
I voted for him the first time, but not the second time.
Well, I'm glad you came to your senses.
Yeah. I was hoodwinked like everyone else about him improving the economy. That was my main thing.
Well, he didn't do it the first time, sir. I don't know why he would have done it the second time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I agree with that.
But anyways, man, I'm going to move on to a Trump supporter. I do appreciate you coming over to the good side and not being on literally the side of, of those people anymore. But I am going to move on. I really appreciate you. I hope you stick around and have a good time. All right.
Thanks a lot.
Absolutely, man. You too. Hello. How are you?
Great. How you doing?
I'm doing excellent. How old are you?
I am 54.
Awesome. Do you still support Trump?
I apologize. Repeat that.
Do you still support Trump?
Yeah. Still, there hasn't been a lapse, but yes, I do support.
There hasn't been a lapse.
When you say still, kind of implies like there was a lapse. Anyway. Yes,
no, I say
support
still
Trump.
because like when you first started, voted for Donald Trump in 2016 or whatever, I could, maybe not everybody understood who he was about, didn't understand the whole situation, and then you saw how bad of a president he was the first time, and then maybe you voted for him again.
Wonderful.
Hold on, sir, I'm still talking.
He had the
again,
best economy.
Sir, remember, I was just talking about how you guys have a problem with self-control. I literally just said it. I literally just said it.
Okay. Well, do you understand that I'll be completely respectful and make your point? And then you tell me when I can speak it. As long as
it's usually when I'm not currently speaking. But you literally said that you didn't understand what the word "still" was for, and then I was explaining that. But see, so literally when we get to a point right now where we have,
or are you just going to play games?
Sir, I can move on to somebody else if you're too childish to be in part of this conversation. There's plenty of other people calling right now.
I'm happy to be respectful.
I have no problem moving on to the next person.
I told him I'd be respectful.
All right, then shh.
Okay.
Part of being respectful is being quiet. Thank you. Appreciate that. So when I talk about still, now Donald Trump has risen the unemployment rate. He's lost over 1 million jobs, right? He's freaking, dismantling our freaking healthcare. He's freaking trying to pay Greenlanders a bunch of money. He's much more concentrated on foreign affairs. And his ICE Gestapo is out there murdering people. So that's why I asked still, sir, because this isn't a year ago when people voted for him. This is now.
Mm-hmm. Okay, you tell me when I can speak, and I'll be more than happy.
Again, sir, we learned this in kindergarten. When I'm not speaking, that's when it's your turn.
Okay. Well, I'm not disrespectful like you, but if you honor what you say, and you have character and will honor that, I'll explain to you. Can you do it quickly and without
all the fluff?
You can't do it. You can't do it, can you?
Sir, again, this is literally the last chance. Either get to a point, or I'll just move on to an adult. This is sad.
The point is, inflation just came out 2 weeks ago. It's down to 2.4, and that's great. The CPI just came out a week ago, and it's 4.6, better than anybody could thought. That's 3/4 of the economy. And today, actually, unemployment dropped to 4.4, and job participation's up 25%, which you never talk about. And the economy's in a hell of a lot better place than that diaper-filling Biden.
Yeah,
and
awesome.
If you want to tell people that the 4 years that we had under Biden is better than what they're experiencing, you're fucking delusional.
Yeah, so let's talk about those numbers. First of all,
you understand that, sweetie? You understand that, sweetie?
Very much so. Now let's talk about it.
Just shut your mouth. Shut your mouth. I'm talking to you, little boy.
No, you're not. You're now being quiet.
Shut your mouth, little boy.
4.4% is still the worst that it's been in 4 years, except for last month when it was 4.6.
Oh my God.
So that's still horrible. Now, sir, again,
No, you don't understand this, sir.
All right. Well, I'm just going to go ahead and mute you because you're an entire child. And I just started the live and I don't have time for all of this. Okay. So when you talk about the inflation rate, what that inflation rate means is that things are 2.4% higher than they were a year ago, sir. So that's not a good thing. Okay. The CPI data that's come out is completely incomplete. And that CPI data shows that prices are up on almost every single consumer good in our economy. Okay, so that is in no way a good thing whatsoever. We've lost over 1 million jobs, which is why the unemployment rate is so high, sir. So why don't you discuss some of those things?
Well, because can I talk now?
You literally never stopped.
Okay, well, dumbass, you don't understand the economy. If you think that people actually buy your bullshit, a 40-year high inflation and prices under Biden and the miraculous recovery we're seeing, core inflation was 30%. That's a fact. Right now, do you know what it is? No, you don't. It's 1.6. You don't know shit about the economy,
sir. I know what I do know.
And you
know what I do know.
And by the way,
you know what I do know. All right. Well, I'll mute you again. That's fine. Here we go again. And you're muted again. Sir, we know why inflation was so high under the Biden administration. It's not hard to figure out. Okay, literally any understanding of the world or the economy is very, very easy to figure out. Okay, so, but you would really accept, sorry, I'll just take the headset off so I don't have to hear you anymore. So literally, you guys have will not let Biden stop being president. It's actually quite sad. Okay. Donald Trump said that he was going to bring down inflation. Donald Trump has not done that. In fact, just the exact opposite of that. Donald Trump said affordability is a Democratic hoax. Okay, because he's not done it at all. He said he was going to immediately freaking drive down gas prices. Gas prices just started to go down for the winter in October, and they're expected to spike right back up coming up in like March, but just like they were supposed to be before, where it again will be higher than Biden. Your whole stat on core inflation is just you trying to reach its straws because you don't want to actually deal with the fact that inflation is actually higher. But no, nobody needs to worry about what I'm saying, sir. People go to the grocery store. They see that their prices are higher, right? Just like how Walmart had an entire display of their Thanksgiving dinner, right? Where literally for the exact same price, in order to lower the price, they had to drop 6 items off their Thanksgiving meal and switch every name brand all the way down to great value brand because things are higher. They don't need to believe me. People can see what's happening in the economy. It's actually very similar to what was happening under the Biden administration, where while what you saw in the Biden administration was actually great metrics, what people were seeing in real life wasn't very good. And people don't like that. People don't like being told that the metrics are good, even though they're seeing the negatives in their actual day-to-day lives. Here's the difference between that and Donald Trump. Under the Biden administration, the metrics were good, but people were still seeing the effects of the inflation that was caused by, specifically COVID. The difference now is that now the metrics aren't even good, and they're still seeing that increase. Okay, people in the world aren't that stupid. All right, so now I'll put the headset back on. I noticed that you did not talk the entire time.
And you caused the chaos, and you are agents of chaos, and everybody knows it. You made no points. You do nothing but promote the GOP. Your idiocy promotes the GOP. Thank you so much. Love you, MAGA. How about that, sweetie? Do you want to talk now? Have you finished, little boy? Are you done? That's what I thought. Are you still talking? Oh my God, he's still talking. Oh, I tell you what. Okay, sweetie pie. Are you ready to listen? To shut your mouth and listen? Okay, well, here we go, sweetie pie. Let me break it down for you. The CPI that's 3/4 of the...
All right, we're going to move on to the next guest. Hopefully somebody that's an actual adult. Hope you guys are having a wonderful night. Please make sure you hit that follow button, hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. I really appreciate you guys. MAGA, I've told you this before. Will you please, for the love of God, raise your children so I don't have to? Okay? It's really, really embarrassing when you send up your children that sound like that. Okay? Just to crash out and just be sad little people like that. Okay? Raise your children so I don't have to. It's really, really sad when I have to deal with people like that. Really, really sad. Anyways, phone lines are back open. We'll keep this thing going. I don't know what that guy's problem was. I have no idea what that guy's problem is. He's calling back, by the way. Very, very strange person. Very, very strange. I'm trying to talk to an adult. I don't think there's many MAGA that are adults anymore, to be honest with you. Hello, how are you?
You good? How are you?
I'm great. How old are you?
45.
How old?
45.
Awesome. Do you still
45.
support Trump?
Yes.
Awesome. Why was that?
Well, I think what he's doing right now with taking an American first approach to foreign policy is unfortunately what's going to have to happen because the rule-based order is falling apart. China within this year, I believe, but most likely, well, at latest next year, is going to take over China, Taiwan, which will give them 90% of the share of all the computer chips in the world. And so they are going to basically, if we don't do something to get leverage over them, they're going to be able to send us back to 1995, technologically anyways.
That's not even
And
close
so-
to true. So first of all, Donald Trump is not America
Well,
first.
I'm
He's
giving
much more
you my
concentrated on.
argument.
He's much more concentrated on Venezuela. He's now offering to literally send checks to Greenlanders of $100,000 a piece. Very America first policy. But we've always known that China was going to try to take Taiwan. We actually very much understood under COVID that we need to isolate ourselves from Southeast Asia chip manufacturing. That is why we had the Chips and Sciences Act under the Biden administration, which actually promised infrastructure and built 7 new factories when it came to building chips in the United States, so that if China ever does that, we have the ability to create our own chips here. And those companies have continued under that Chips and Sciences Act, under the subsidies that were offered under our government, to continue to build factories here in the United States. So even if they do that in the future, unless it's maybe like tomorrow, then it's not really going to matter because we're still going to have the ability to make those chips here.
Yeah, none of that's true. They would literally,
All right, which part of that wasn't true,
control
sir? The
controlling
Chips and
part
Science
of-
Act didn't exist? Is that what you're saying?
No, of course it exists. but,
Okay, then what did it
that's
do?
Going to take years. That's going to take years to get going.
They've literally
And
already
also,
opened
we
up
need the rare
factories,
earth
sir. They
minerals
opened up
to make the
factories,
chips.
sir. They had already opened up factories before Donald Trump even took office. They'd already opened
We
up
need
a
the
large
rare earth
factory.
minerals to make those chips. That's why they're trying to negotiate through tariffs and whatnot with China to be able to secure rights to rare earth minerals. It doesn't do any good if you have computer chip companies if you don't have the rare earth materials to build them. So that they're going to take over China. There's nothing much we can do about that.
They're going to
because
take
they
over.
have,
We're going to take over
these-
China now, guys.
No, there's nothing much we can do to protect Taiwan. We can't go to war with China. They have what are called DS-260 hypersonic glide missiles that can destroy an aircraft carrier. So just losing 1 or 2 aircraft carriers would result in about 15,000 Americans dying in the Pacific Ocean, sinking to the
Man,
bottom.
that escalated
So
quickly.
that would be a massive psychological and military loss for the United
This guy
States.
is
So there's not
already
much we can do about
predicting.
it.
This guy is already predicting aircraft carrier sinking. That's pretty impressive, Miss Cleo.
Well, they have a DS-26. the
You know, for
DS-27.
everything that
I mean,
they
these
have, we
are,
have defensive
these are
systems, sir,
well-known,
right? Sir,
missile
sir,
systems.
sir,
You know?
sir. You know, for everything that they have, we have a defensive system against that, right?
Well, we don't actually. We have no technology.
Gotcha.
To
So
to stop a
I'm sorry.
hypersonic
Can you please tell me? Yeah,
maneuverable
that's
missile.
that's awesome, sir. So you obviously have a very high governmental clearance and know every single weapon that we have.
You can just Google it. It doesn't take. A
Oh,
genius to
you
Google
think
it.
that every weapon that the United States has in its arsenal is on Google?
No, we don't.
Oh, so
But
then you must have a very, very high security clearance, sir. Like White House level
So you're
fucking
speculating
secret, top secret clearance.
You're
where
speculating that we have.
No,
this
you're
technology. I got
speculating
it.
that we don't. This whole
got
thing
it.
is a speculation, sir. First of all, we have the freaking best and brightest and largest military in the fucking on the planet, and the best military industrial complex, and literally the best intelligence apparatus in the United States. So if there's a weapon that somebody else has, we either have or we are making a defensive system against that. Second of all, if there was a system in which one of our aircraft carriers would be shot, out of the water, then I think that we know that if you can Google it, and then we probably wouldn't put our aircraft carriers in the range of that, don't you think? Or do you think
Well,
that
the range
all
of
the
these
military
missiles can
generals
reach
haven't
the
figured out,
continental United
or
States.
or do you think that all the military generals don't understand what you figured out apparently through Google?
Yeah, so these missiles can reach the continental United States. The range
Oh,
is
gotcha.
they,
So,
they could hit us now if they want.
oh, okay, then why don't they? If they have all
Well,
of these
because
missiles,
that
if they
would-
have all these missiles that apparently are indefensible, that can take out our entire naval fleet, right, which would give us almost no ability to attack them on the mainland, why don't they do it?
for the same reason they don't nuke us. Well, why would they get rid of their one of their more important markets? I mean, they can get all this done peacefully.
Oh,
Why-
and so
why go
now
to
you
war?
think that China can nuke us too? That's impressive.
I mean, they can nuke us. They have nuclear weapons. I mean, I guess my question to you is,
So does North Korea.
I mean, what you're saying is, if they have it, they'll use it. So if they have nuclear weapons,
No, what I'm saying, sir, is you don't know what the fuck China has, and you don't know what the fuck we have.
It. Even they admit
Sir,
it.
hey,
there's
hey,
there's
hey,
military,
hey, be quiet.
research
Hey,
papers and wargaming that they do. They discuss.
all right,
this.
I'm gonna mute you if you can't be quiet. I'm trying to treat you like an adult. You're not doing a very good job. Okay.
Yeah, shushing me, treat me like a dough.
No, I'm trying to. You're forcing me to shush you. But you have to be quiet.
All right, go ahead.
Thank you. Sir, China has shit that's not on fucking Google. You ding dong. You think that freaking everything that fucking China has is on Google is an insane fucking thought, okay? Or that everything
Well, I
that the
didn't- I
United
never
See,
said that.
again, you're talking again.
never said that.
See, here you go talking again. Quiet. Thank you. This is a ridiculous conversation to think that you can literally figure out whether China or the United States and who's going to win if we go to war with Taiwan based off what you Googled with obviously no military experience, obviously no clearance whatsoever.
I wasn't
and a
in the
complete.
military?
All right, I'll just mute you then. I'll just disconnect you. Talk again while I'm talking.
I was in the military. Go ahead and hang up on me.
You were in the military. Oh, okay, cool. So you understand all of national defense.
No, but you're saying I have no military experience. You just said that.
You probably don't. If you're talking like this.
I was in the Marine. I was in the Marine Corps. How
Oh,
many
that makes
years did you
sense then.
serve?
Yeah.
How many years did you serve?
Who said I served in any?
Yeah, exactly. So maybe I have a little bit more military experience than you do.
Sir,
maybe
your military
perhaps.
experience doesn't mean shit.
You're the one that said I didn't have any.
Sir, even if you did, then they obviously didn't train you on anything. What were you, a grunt?
Oh, okay. There you go. Okay.
What were you? What were you
You're
moving
right.
sandbags?
You're right. They didn't train me on anything.
You were
Go
you were
ahead.
you,
Anyways,
you,
make
you were
your
moving
point.
sandbags.
Make your point.
What'd you do
Make
in the
your
Marine
point.
Corps?
No, you're right. They didn't train me on anything.
What
No,
did you
I'm
What'd you do
agreeing
in the
with
Marine Corps?
you. I'm agreeing with you. They didn't train me on anything.
I'm
Go
just
ahead.
wondering what
Tell
you
me-
did.
Give me your point.
No, please tell me.
Well, according to you, I didn't go. I had no military training. So it
Well, I
doesn't
got
matter.
you. So
Go
I'm
ahead.
asking, what'd you do in the Marine Corps?
Yeah, no, it's fine.
No, it is fine. This is what the entire conversation is about now. What did you do?
You're right. I was a grunt. You're right. I was a grunt. Go
No,
ahead.
what was your MOS?
Make your point. Make your point.
What was your
I was
MOS?
a grunt. I was a grunt.
Okay, what's the MOS for that?
An MOS's grunt is 0311.
Oh, 311? Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, but I was a
Sir,
grunt.
your
Yes, that's
your
what I was.
military experience doesn't freaking mean like anything, sir. I freaking
I'm not saying it should, but you're the one
Yeah.
saying I didn't have any. So I
well,
was just
because it
correcting
sounds
you.
like you didn't.
Oh,
Okay,
Well,
because
it
if
sounds like
you're
you didn't
if
either.
you're for any way, shape, or form trying to figure out, they're trying to decide whether or not we can bring aircraft carriers into the Strait of Taiwan based off what you see on Google, then either A, you
Oh,
don't
we can
have
bring
any
them. I never said we can't bring them. I never said
well,
we can't
I'm
bring
gonna
them.
let you have a good day and move on to the next person, okay? Because this is really getting sad that I literally have not gotten 4 words out without you opening your mouth. This is literally sad.
Well, it's because
Did they not teach you
make-
discipline
make
in the Marine
points.
Corps?
You make points, and then you.
Sir,
and-
I don't
and
get to
erroneous
even
points.
make a point. I have not even got a chance to make a point because every time I say 4 words, you start talking.
Your point has been over and over again that because you can search certain weapon systems that they have, that means that we don't know everything. Obviously,
No, I didn't say we don't know everything. I said you don't.
exactly.
You're the
Yeah.
one making a positive claim that China has a missile that we can't defeat. Okay, that could blast aircraft carriers out of the water. That's the positive claim you're making. And in order
Yeah.
to know that, sir, you would have to have top secret classified intelligence on all the things that we know about China and have that same top secret clearance on everything that we have in the United States on whether or not we can defeat that. And my claim is that you don't have those.
Well, the Pentagon, I know you might not know this, but they actually put out papers like war games and war game
You're right,
simulations.
they do.
So they
Yeah.
they kind of they lay out
And the
hypothetical
stuff that they
situations
put
as to
out
how we
is
would-
not at the top secret level.
Oh, okay. So you think they're holding back?
No, I don't think they are. I know they are.
Oh, okay. All right.
Yeah, I absolutely, positively know okay, that what we just have on Google is not what we have, not what China has, because we wouldn't be very good at defense if it was.
No, so when the Pentagon does these large scale reports and simulations, you think they're just putting that out there
So
for
you
the enemy?
think the
enemy
Pentagon would
thinks
say
that we think that.
So just to be clear, you think the Pentagon would put on a report explaining to China how to beat us?
No, but they
But that's
aware
what
of the
you're
risk
saying.
it would involve.
That's what you're
Well,
saying.
no, they admit that,
No,
that it would be
that's what you're
a
saying.
Pyrrhic victory at best. Even if we could
You-
defend
that's
Taiwan,
what you're
it would be
saying,
a Pyrrhic
sir.
victory at best.
Yeah, that's what you're saying.
And-
But regardless,
and
this all detracts. This all detracts from the point that we are actually building our infrastructure right now to fix the chip problem that we're having. Plus, we are gaining natural resources from all sorts of other countries, or at least we were until Trump took office.
And Greenland also has big rare earth deposits, which is another reason why we're going to try to take over Greenland.
Yeah,
Because
let's
and when
just
China takes
steal
over
things from
Taiwan,
other people. That's the best way to do it.
Exactly, because as I made my point initially was the rules-based order is not in our interest anymore. We have to look out for America's interest now. Before the rule-based order, the UN and all that stuff helped us, but that is no longer the case. We are now facing a near peer enemy in China, which is going to take over Taiwan, and so we need to now take over the hemisphere. Unfortunately,
We need to take over the whole hemisphere.
Yeah.
How are we
we're
going to do that,
become
sir? China can just shoot our aircraft carriers out of the water.
Well, they're going to come with an agreement that we.
Well, no, sir. I mean, there's absolutely no point in even
the Western
trying to take over.
Hemisphere.
There's not even a point in trying to take over the Western Hemisphere because, according to you, that would be against China's best interest. So, therefore, China could just use their missiles that apparently you said, according to the Pentagon release statements, that they're just going to shoot out of the water and we can't do anything to stop it because we have absolutely no defense systems for it. So, as soon as we try to take over any place that would have these rare earth minerals in order to create these chips, China's just going to blow our entire fleet out of the water.
Okay, well, let me ask you this: what technology can stop a hypersonic glide missile?
Sir, no, you tell. Apparently, nothing. According to you, we don't stand a
Nothing.
chance.
No, yeah.
We might as well just all
Google
learn
it.
Chinese, sir. We might as well just
It's
all
going at
learn
Mach 10.
Chinese.
How can you stop that?
We might as well just
It's going
all
at Mach
learn
10. How
Chinese,
can
sir.
you stop? And they can maneuver as well.
Yeah,
It can.
yeah.
It could change course.
Crazy, sir. Never heard of this
Low
type of thing ever.
altitude.
This is totally wild. We might as well just give up.
Well, I mean, we're not going to send aircraft carriers. I mean, I tell you that much.
Well, I mean, if it can hit an aircraft carrier, they can hit. If it can hit an aircraft
What
carrier, then
other
of
way
course
can
it
you
can hit
defend
any other
Taiwan
boat in
without
our fleet.
aircraft carriers?
You know what I'm saying? So anytime that China's against our, do we do anything against China's interest? They're just going to take out our entire fleet.
What other
And
way
fuck
can you
our
defend
fleet,
Taiwan
right? I
without
mean, I'm
aircraft
assuming they're
carriers?
also going to be if they can take those supersonic missiles and hit our aircraft carriers, which we can't defend against. And I'm sure they're also able to hit our air bases and all of our defenses. Hell, they can probably hit the White House since we can't defend against it.
They can hit the continental United States with those.
Yeah, they
missiles.
might as well just do that. Anytime that we go against China's interests, they just have the ability to take out our entire country, and we have no defense
They can
towards it.
they could if they decided to destroy the Pacific Fleet even before leaving.
Fuck the
leaving
Pacific Fleet, dude. They could just take
ports.
over everybody at all times.
They could if they want. I mean,
Yeah.
in the Pacific,
Yeah.
they would. They would obviously face a
No,
problem
just
coming
everywhere,
this way.
sir. China
Because we
China
also
just
have- we also
China
have,
has enough missiles to just take over the whole world whenever they choose.
Well, not the whole world.
Well, I mean, there's no defense against this supersonic missile, so
Well, right now there isn't.
yeah,
you're right.
exactly. So
There-
they
there
can
isn't
just
right
take
now.
over anything.
And so in that situation where it's a sea battle, where it's going to be a sea battle, they have the upper hand because we would need
Mm.
to send aircraft carriers, and they're going to get blown out of the water. Now, if you're talking about a ground war, maybe we have a shot there.
Why? Those missiles
but
can't hit the
not-
ground?
Not a sea battle.
What?
Not
Those
right now,
missiles
anyway.
can't hit the ground?
What are you talking about?
Oh, these magic
talking
missiles
about-
that we can't defend against,
I'm
they can't hit the
referring to
ground?
I'm referring to a Chinese like a Chinese invasion. I'm referring to that.
Yeah,
Not a sea
I'm very
battle to protect
sir,
Taiwan.
sir. Your entire premise is a joke. Okay? And this tells us absolutely
Okay, yeah, you're
nothing,
right. They don't
okay?
have the DS26 and DS27.
All
You're
right, sir. Sir, you've already said that part. Okay. Your entire premise is a joke, and we're getting absolutely nowhere. Okay. Take off your tinfoil hat. Okay. This is sad. This is truly sad. What are we talking about, dude? What are we talking about here, dude? Oh my goodness. Anyways, let's open up the phone lines and see what we got over here. This is why I don't talk to TikTok guests very often. All right. This is why. This is why. It just gets sad after a while, dude. These guys dive in on this, like, freaking, on these conspiracy theories. It's just wild. Hello, how are you?
Good. How are you doing?
I'm doing great. How old are you?
I'm 20.
Awesome. Do you still support Trump?
Do I support Trump?
Yes.
Nah, not really, boss.
All right, man. I'm gonna move on to the next caller. I appreciate you. Hello, how are you?
Oh, no way. I didn't know. That's cool. What's going on?
Hi, how are you?
Good, good.
Awesome. Do you still support Trump?
You know, in the very beginning, yes, and it was kind of like a whole meme for me of being liking him. I just kind of like the way he did things a long time ago, and I don't get into the whole politics anymore. I just have kind of like one question for you.
All right. Well, I don't know why you're asking. If you don't still support Trump, then I don't know why you're here. But
I'm just curious if the no tax on overtime, if you support that or if that hurts anything else.
yeah, I mean, it's whatever. First of all, it's not no tax on overtime. It makes a certain amount of overtime money tax deductible at the end of the year, but it's
No, I
not
know
no
that.
tax on overtime. And it's very, very short sighted. It actually doesn't really cover for a lot of the people that actually would get that. No tax on overtime in general is not a horrible thing, right? I don't find that just the concept of it, but you would have to do it correctly, and Donald Trump hasn't.
No, I hear you. Well, cool deal.
All right, man. Well, have a good one. Yo, please make sure you hit that follow button, hit that subscribe button. We're having a little rough time getting this thing started and actually having a conversation with somebody that, I don't know, has the ability to. But I really appreciate you guys. If you guys like support the live, I do have super chats, super stickers, all that fun stuff. Make sure you come in and hit that like button or double tap that screen if you're over on the TikTok side. Betty, thank you so much for the $2. Said caller is obsessed with little boys. Yeah, they a lot of them seem to be very obsessed with male genitalia. It is a very, very strange phenomenon, or just well, no, it's not genitalia in general. I was gonna say it's genitalia in general, but it's not. It is definitely male genitalia. It's strange. Anyways, I guess it was pretty good yesterday. And my entire computer is just like creeping, like it doesn't want to. Like I'm keep clicking on things, and it's not letting me. It's not letting me freaking select things over here. Oh, I didn't have my phone on turn. Hello? Hello? All right. Hello?
Hi, hello.
Hi, how old are you?
28.
Awesome. Do you still support Trump?
Yes, I do.
Awesome. Why is that?
So, I could identify. I would say I'm an American chauvinist. So I believe America's interests should be put over everything. So, and I think he's the guy doing it.
By giving Greenlanders $100,000 each?
I mean, if it gets America's interests above everything else, then yeah.
How is giving them $100,000 each American interests over anything else?
Well, if it's the means right now to get more of the resources from Greenland, then I think it's you could say it's a long-term play.
Okay, so how is it a long-term play?
Well, it's just if we get the resources from that country, if we get access.
There's tons of ways we
control
could get that.
area.
We could just buy the resources from them.
That's true. Why? I mean, we could, but
Wouldn't that make a
I'm
lot more
saying-
sense than doing that or threatening land invasion of Greenland or doing all that? Wouldn't it make sense just to buy their resources from them? Still there, sir? Hello? Did I break him? I don't know what happened. Guess we'll move on to the next person. Hello, how are you? Hello, how are you?
Hey, what's up, man?
Nothing much. How old are you?
I'm 23.
Awesome. Do you still support Trump?
So, I don't necessarily support him, but I wanted to talk to you about the actions in Venezuela. What do you think of that?
I think a lot of stuff about that, sir. But if you don't support him, then again, I don't know why I'm having the conversation with you about it.
Well, I support the actions in Venezuela. I know
You
that a lot of
support
people
us
are
going in to
against it.
steal Venezuelan oil? Okay, I guess.
Well, so I'm Venezuelan, and the main reason that I do is because of the sad conditions that the people there were in.
Oh, no,
I had many-
are in.
What was it?
Insane.
What was it, sir?
Are in.
Correct. Yeah. They're
No, you said were, as if Maduro being like removed fixed the conditions, and it didn't.
Well, right. It's not something that's going to happen overnight. So I just want
It's not gonna happen at all.
About it. So if we can be respectful, I can let you talk, and then I talk. You know, we can have a conversation.
We are
about
having
it.
a conversation, sir. You're
Well, yeah,
talking
but
about
it
it in
sounds-
past
sounds a little
tense,
bit
It's
condescending.
insane.
as
I'm
it well,
just
because
trying to
it's
get a
because
point
it's not
across.
true, sir. Sir,
That's-
the same
so look,
person.
the
same
how about I
person,
speak
sir.
And then I let you speak.
Perfect. How about
We
you
can have a
explain to me this,
conversation
sir?
about it.
How about you explain this?
Bob, we can have a
Venezuela's
conversation
vice
and you can just
president.
talk over
Yeah,
me.
sir. Shh.
So
Venezuelan's vice
because
president.
you're
Nope,
just
nope.
talking over me.
Sir. Be quiet. You said I can talk and then you can talk. So I'm going to ask you a question
Right, so
and you
never
can
let me
respond to
get
it.
My point across, man. I just want to have a conversation about it.
Sir,
I'll happily
I
listen
again
to
am
what
trying to
you
have a
to say.
conversation. You won't let me ask my
Yeah,
question
man,
so we
you
can have
never
one.
Let me get my point across.
Okay, you did make your point, sir. You said that you support Donald
You
Trump's
never let
actions
me
in
finish.
Venezuela because of the conditions of the people of the conditions that the people
never
were
let me
in.
finish what I was
Then
trying
I
to say.
corrected you to say that it's not were because it's not past. They're still in that condition because the same regime that was there under Maduro is still in power. The same people that were doing all of the oppression and all of the human rights violations and all the other things that were happening in Venezuela, all those people are still in power. The same people that were oppressing people 2 weeks ago are the same people that are oppressing people now. People are still being arrested currently and right now,
Yeah,
okay,
100%.
for speaking out against Maduro. They're being arrested, but the press is being harassed, political dissidents are being jailed. All of those things are still happening. So if all of the things that were happening 2 weeks ago are all happening now, then what did removing Maduro do?
Okay, thank you for getting your point across. I understand.
No,
what
that was
you're
a question.
coming from. So it seems like you're just trying to argue. Again, I'm just trying to get my point across, and you seem very hostile every time.
Sir. You were doing a
You
lot
keep-
of
you
talking
keep
about
cutting
your
me off.
feelings. You're doing a lot of talking about your feelings and not enough talking about Venezuela. Okay. So every single
would
time,
love to
sir,
if you
hold
want
on,
to
sir.
talk.
Every single
I would
time,
love to
every
talk.
single
You
time,
notice how every time
like
that
right
somebody
now,
tries
like
to
right
get
now,
a
like you're
point
doing it
across,
right
you
now.
try to
Like
just
every
cut them
single
off.
time
Do
you open
believe
your
that
mouth
just because
and
you
it's
speak
supposed to be
loudly
feelings,
and you
I
speak
want
over
you to say
somebody
something
else's
about
mind,
Venezuela, okay? Every single
haven't let
time
me
you
speak at
get ready
all.
to say something about your feelings, I
You haven't
instead
let
want
me
you to
speak
say
at all,
something
brother.
about Venezuela, okay?
Yeah, man, I would love to if you let me actually speak.
Nope, still doing the feelings thing. Thank you so much, Tony.
So you're not gonna let me speak? That's how you debate people? You just cut them off?
I'm literally quiet right now waiting for you to answer my question.
Yeah, man. Again, I just want to have a civil discussion. You seem like you're very agitated and you're very mad.
Sir,
I don't
you see
understand
how
why.
sir,
I don't even necessarily agree with Trump and his policies as a whole, but when I try to get my point across every single time, they're very hostile towards
Okay.
people. How do you expect to change people's minds?
Sir, I'm not trying to
if
change
every
people's
time you
minds. Honestly,
speak-
right now, all I want to do is get you off the
Right.
fucking phone
Yeah, of
because
course.
I'm trying to
I
talk.
can see that.
All right, I'm trying to talk about politics, not hear about your feelings. Okay, that's that simple. I'm here to talk about politics, not listen to you talk about your feelings. Hello, how are you?
Good. How are you doing?
I'm doing great. How old are you?
I'm 25.
Awesome. Do you still support Trump?
Yeah, 100% support him.
That's weird. All right, why is that?
Yeah. So I just really love how he's super pro-Israel, and he's also the first Jewish president of all time.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, we could get into it if you want, but I don't really know.
There's
like,
literally
how this
nothing to
works.
get into with what bullshit you just said.
I
There's
mean, why?
there's literally nothing to go in. Is it like did MAGA just like drink too much today or something? Are you guys on one or something? Hello, how are you? Is it a big drinking day for MAGA? Is that what it is? They're drinking paint? Is that what it is? I'm confused. Hello, how are you?
Good. How are you?
I'm doing great. A lot better than MAGA today. Do you still support Trump?
I do.
Awesome. How old are you?
I'm 34.
Awesome. Y'all, please make sure you hit that follow button, hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. We're going to get in a conversation with somebody eventually. I promise that. Yeah, well, actually, I don't know if I can promise it or not today. I think they're kind of off kilter after yesterday or the day before. Anyway, so why do you still support Trump?
Well, I like what he's doing with deporting illegal immigrants. I think we've needed this for a long time. Some things he's doing, I'm a little worried about. I think this rhetoric around Greenland is concerning because, in my view, I think the thing about, with Greenland is he's just trying to force NATO to rearm, which he has been trying to do for 10 years. But if he actually thinks he's gonna, actually send troops and try to take it over, I'm definitely against that. And that's very concerning.
NATO was already rearming, and they're not rearming more because he's threatening Greenland.
Yeah, they're already rearming, but mainly because of what happened with Russia and everything like that. But they're not rearming very fast, and there's still a lot of the countries are not paying their 2%, which is the bare
Which countries aren't?
minimum, like Spain, for example.
Yeah, that's one. What other countries?
I'm not sure about the others, but I know there are some.
Well, you said there's a whole bunch of countries, and there's not, and that's what I'm saying. Yeah, Spain is a little under. I think Liechtenstein is slightly under. Which I don't know if you ever been to. I don't know if you ever been to Liechtenstein. It's about the size of a city. Okay, so their difference between 1.6% and 2% is literally nothing.
Yeah.
Truly, thank you so much for that. I really, really appreciate that. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Sure.
Yeah, and so, but the overwhelming majority, sir, hold on, sir. But the overwhelming majority of the countries are not only paying their 2%, but paying well over their 2%. You had countries like Germany, countries like Poland, that were paying significantly over 3%, right, of their GDP, right? So this whole idea that there's this mass amount of countries that aren't paying their fair share or whatever is just not true.
Yeah, and I think they should even pay more than that because we really need a buffer with Russia. And so anything, that happens that kind of gets their butt into gear, because I think we're paying 60% of NATO and the other countries are 40%. So it's really lopsided because they actually have more people than us and their overall GDP is higher, as a conglomerate. So and we have other problems that they don't have. We have to worry about the Pacific. While they don't really have to worry that much about it.
No, so the problems that we have that they don't have are we can go into, bankruptcy due to medical debt because they use their tax dollar for other things besides war, right? They use their tax dollars to actually take care of their people. And what you're suggesting is that instead of using their tax dollars to take care of their people, they should be like us, where they leave their citizens out to dry in order to, have a military that's larger than the next 8 countries combined.
Not quite. I wouldn't put it that way. The way I would put it is yes, they should pay more and it should go towards their own defense, but so that we don't have to, I think we should refocus, our money more at home rather than on I'm actually in favor of decreasing military spending. So this thing that Trump recently said about, increasing military to 1.5 trillion, I'm like, hell no.
Yeah. So are you familiar with Article 5 of the NATO agreement?
Sorry, say that again?
Are you familiar with Article 5 of the NATO agreement?
I'm not familiar with exactly what the language is, but I generally know what it is.
Sure. Just go along with what it is. Just tell me what it is generally.
If one of the nations is attacked, then it's considered an attack on all, and all should respond.
Perfect. Exactly. And how many countries in the history of that article have used it?
Have used it?
Yeah, actually enacted Article 5, actually, had every other country come to, fight for them. How many countries have done that?
The only time I know of that's happened was 9/11, but I could be wrong. I don't
Nope,
know.
you're exactly right. It is 9/11. The only country to ever enact Article 5 of the NATO agreement is the United States. So when you say, oh, we're having to do all of this stuff to do things for them, it's not true. Actually, the exact opposite. Okay, all of those other countries had to come to our military support, and we have never once had to go to their military support.
Well, that is true, but if you go back into the time when that actually happened, for one thing, since it was the World Trade Center that was attacked, it was really, even though the location geographically was, was in the United States, it was the World Trade Center, and people from all nations were blown up, unfortunately, in that situation. And so it was a very personal attack on. It was basically jihad against the whole world. But you're right. It was the United States that was attacked, and other countries did come and join us in the Afghanistan campaign in the beginning, and they dipped out a lot earlier. We made massive mistakes in being there for so long. But
Sir, that's all great. That's a whole bunch of words, and no offense, that's a whole bunch of words to say absolutely nothing, except for the fact that you're saying, okay, that for some reason they need to build up their military because we pay this certain amount of NATO budget, which again is just us spending money on our own military for no apparent reason. Hold on, sir. You are spending a whole bunch of money on our own military that you don't even agree with. So instead of having them build up, why don't you just say that we should build down, because we're not even the number one country.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Well, we should build down, but we need to build down while they build up.
They're already building up, sir.
Pull out like we did with Afghanistan, like very quickly, because when you do it, you create a vacuum, right?
Again,
and
on Trump.
The world.
But regardless, sir, none of this has anything to do with Greenland. All of these things are happening without anything going on about Greenland, without any threats to Greenland, without none of this thing, not one thing that we're talking about with NATO or paying money into NATO or protecting the European continent. None of that has a singular thing to do with Greenland. Donald Trump just wants Greenland. Okay.
How do you know that?
Huh?
See, here's the thing: is I'm saying that's possibly a way of trying to get Europe to rearm, but I'm saying I don't know. You're saying you're confident that has nothing to that this rhetoric around Greenland has nothing to do with getting Europe to rearm. What? How do you need?
Because it's not working. Okay. Because again, there has been no rearm. Second of all, you're going to be telling me that Europe believes that Donald Trump is going to attack a NATO nation, which honestly I actually do agree with. I do believe that these European countries probably do believe the United States is willing to attack a NATO nation. Okay, which in that case, we really don't want them to be armed up anymore, do we? Because then they would be attacking us.
I don't think I don't think they would ever attack us.
They'd be defending themselves. We'd be attacking them.
And if they had a stronger military, they could really take on Russia. And it's really
could really take on
how
Russia.
Little Europe has done for Ukraine.
Ukraine is freaking holding off Russia. Freaking Germany alone would take Russia off the map. What are you talking about?
Ukraine is losing the war.
Barely.
It is a war of attrition.
Yeah, over years.
It is a matter of time. Putin is winning.
Sir, what I'm saying is if it takes Ukraine 5 years, 4 years for them to take over Ukraine, then Germany could wipe the entire country off the planet in a week.
Germany could what? Which country? Sorry.
Russia.
Germany could wipe out Russia in a week?
Yes.
Sure how can you be sure about that?
Because again, Russia can't take out Ukraine in a week. Sure, if we went to war with Ukraine, okay? Just let's pretend. How long do you think it would take us to take over Ukraine?
If we went to war with Ukraine, I don't know.
I give it about 8 days.
Look. Here's the thing.
Maybe 8 days. I give it. Hold on, sir. I don't want you to derail this. Okay. Maybe I'm going to give it about 8 days. Okay. And that's honestly like giving way more time than it should be. In about 8 days, United States would completely just take over the entire country of Ukraine. And actually, when Russia first started this war in Ukraine, most military strategists and people that project the type of thing said that Russia would take over Ukraine in about 3 weeks. Okay, that's about how long it would take Russia to completely take Ukraine off the map and be in complete control of Ukraine. We are now years later. Okay, we are 3+ years later, sir.
Or obliterate.
Sir, we are 3 years.
We lost the wars in Iraq and Afghanistan because asymmetric insurgency is really.
Ukraine is not an asymmetric insurgency. It's a country with a military.
It has a military, but the way they're fighting is very good asymmetrically.
Sir,
and
literally 5 days we would take over Ukraine. Okay, and Russia can't do it.
Yeah.
Okay, so you make me think that trying to convince me that all of NATO together needs to arm up this incredible amount to defend against Ukraine, dude. One of those countries right now, and probably I picked Germany. I don't even think I need to pick Germany. I think France could probably do it, and they freaking they're worldwide known for being like not good at doing military stuff, and they still
Fair
fucking.
enough. Then why don't they?
Why the same reason we don't go into Russia and take it over?
Tiny little European countries could just take down Russia. Then why don't any of them do it?
Nukes.
Oh, okay. So you counted out nukes. Okay, so I was thinking of nukes the whole time. I was like, well, push comes to shove. This guy Putin. I mean, he doesn't seem to have.
When
much
you say
to lose.
building up military, were you talking about just building up the nuclear warfare?
Building up everything. I mean,
okay.
Air Force.
Well, sir, apparently if we're just not including nukes on any of this or including nukes on this, then it doesn't matter. They don't need to build up at all. They just need to build like 3 more nukes. That's a lot cheaper.
Yeah, I don't know.
We don't need them to spend any percentage.
A lot more than that the amount of landmass that Russia has and the way they can retreat back and the bunkers and just it would be more complicated than that. But yeah, sure. But so you're talking about conventional warfare. You think any of these tiny countries like Germany, France,
we're completely going off the rails. Greenland has nothing to do with that. Donald Trump wants Greenland because we want to put military bases on there and we want to take their natural resources. It's not like this is some hidden 4D chess type of thing. That's why they want Greenland. And that's not America first, okay? It's not America first to pay a bunch of people from Greenland $100,000 each to try to defect from Germany. That's not America first. Trying to freaking steal oil from other countries is not America first. Not specifically when we have an economy that is freaking in the dumps. We have an unemployment rate that's horrible. Things keep inflating, right? And we're using all of American tax dollars to give giant tax cuts to super rich people, while freaking people. The number one cause of bankruptcy in the United States is still medical death, and the number one preventable cause of fucking death in children in the United States is still gun violence. Okay, we have a whole bunch of things.
So we agree on something.
Sure, yeah, we have a whole bunch of things in the United States that we need to be dealing with. Sir, we have a whole bunch of things in the United States that we need to be dealing with. Donald Trump isn't dealing with any of those. He's not dealing with a single one of those things. Okay, instead he's sending out his.
He is dealing with.
His what?
I mean, I agree that he's not dealing with some very big. There are some big issues that neither party has done much toward, and one of those is honestly is healthcare. I don't think we've seen a real healthcare solution, to be honest, and it's baffling why we don't focus on those instead of smaller issues. But at least there is one thing. I think when it comes to illegal immigration, that's another issue where neither party did anything for a long time, and finally that's being taken care of.
Actually, both parties actually got together and did an entire plan to help immigration, and Donald Trump blocked it. So that's not true at all. Okay, but second of all, Donald Trump had less deportations this year than Joe Biden did the year before. Okay, and on top of that, you have to show me. And on top of that, you'd have to show me how getting rid of undocumented immigrants is even America first. We actually show that immigrants in the United States almost 1-for-1 provide jobs to American citizens in the United States. They paid in the last recordable year, they paid over almost $100 billion in federal, local, and state taxes. They literally paid tens and tens of millions of dollars into Social Security that they cannot benefit from. Literally, the only reason we even have Social Security at this point is because of the migrants that are paying into Social Security. So how is it America first to ruin Social Security, ruin all the income that we're getting from them?
So when you don't know how many people are here or who's here, it creates 2 problems. Okay, the first one is every single service, public, service that we have, it needs to budget, right? It needs to forecast and know, how much do we need to allocate? And that's, think of things like public hospitals, schools, infrastructure, all kinds of things like Medicare and things like that. All that needs to be forecasted and budgeted on a yearly basis. Now, if you don't know how many people you have to serve, there's no way you can budget, and that's why all of our services are so impacted.
Yeah, half the things you said, half the things you just said.
I had to survive on disability income because I had surgery, and I was not able to get a hold of the funds because of how difficult it was to even get to a real person to resolve my disability case.
Undocumented immigrants
because
don't
they
get
have too many
disability.
people. So if you're
Undocumented
so
immigrants
you
don't get disability, so I
have to be
don't know
able
what you're
to-
talking about.
What?
Undocumented immigrants don't get a disability. They also don't get Medicare, Medicaid on a federal level. They don't get
They
housing
do.
assistance. They do not.
So Medicare. So I know this part because I really recently discussed this on Reddit.
Oh, on Reddit. Well, then it must be true.
So Medicare. Well, I mean, I had a debate and I had to research things. So I
And
know
you
things.
chose Reddit to do that?
No, I didn't. I didn't look things up on Reddit, but I
You literally
looked
just
things
said
up
you did.
elsewhere in order to talk to people on Reddit about this. So I know something about it. So let me tell you. So Medicare in every state is called something else. You know, in Tennessee it's called something like 10 something, and in California it's called Medi-Cal, right? And it's
Sir,
partly funded by the
you're
federal
doing a lot of,
government and
sir.
partly funded-
I really think you need to listen better. Okay.
What?
But I think you're trying to take in enough words for you to respond, and you're not listening to what I'm saying.
Okay.
I said that no undocumented immigrant gets any of those services on a federal level. That's what I said.
Well,
Okay, so you
I
explaining to
understand.
me
I'm trying
how
to
there's
explain.
certain states that do allow for it, and they
Yeah.
do that to the benefit of the citizens
understand.
of that state. Okay,
Yeah.
because it actually is much more beneficial for states like
Yeah.
California to give health care to immigrants, especially undocumented immigrants, because
Yeah.
of things like EMTALA laws, where it actually makes things cheaper for California citizens. And Californians are allowed to do that. But I said at a federal
Right.
level, they don't get any of those things. Okay,
I
sir?
understand. So
Yeah,
my point
and guess
stands
what?
that
These
they
states
don't
also
know
have
how
the
many
ability.
people-
Hold on, sir. These states also have the ability to project how many people are going to be in that program. Okay, even with
how do
undocumented
they know?
immigrants. Yeah, it's not that difficult.
How do they know?
How do they know what?
When you have unfettered immigration, when you have
We never
open
had
borders,
unfettered
you don't know how
immigration.
many
We never
people-
had open borders.
I disagree.
You can
That-
disagree with the facts all you want. That
there-
doesn't bother me.
It is a fact. There were so many investigations and like journalists who went down to the border and showed how many people were crossing with no check.
Sir, there's a literal YouTuber journalist that is literally on freaking
Dude.
on right now being retweeted
So,
by the vice president
this is
saying
where-
that
this is
Somali
our impact
daycares
here.
that aren't
There was
freaking that haven't been
massive
open in a
legal-
year are defrauding the United States government, sir.
This is an impasse because it was all over the news. The caravans. I mean,
Yeah.
and people going and
Did you
looking
know-
at the border.
Did you
Dude.
know that just because a camera shows you brown people and says that there's a bunch of undocumented immigrants coming
Now,
over,
don't bring race
doesn't
into
mean that
this.
it is,
Look,
right?
We've been having a good discussion here.
No, but
Now,
that's
you go to
literally
race,
what
that's
happened.
you
Sir,
look
this
at.
isn't a matter of race thing. If you're going to get in your fifis in it, that's on you. That's literally what happened. News stations would literally show you a group of brown people walking across a desert and then just tell you it was a group of
Well,
undocumented
they're not all
immigrants.
brown, man. I mean,
Yes, they
a lot
were.
of them are
I
from
saw
China.
all the
I mean,
videos,
come
sir.
on.
Sir, you cannot freaking say,
Get over
oh,
this
it's all,
race thing,
sir,
man.
you can't say it was all over the news and all of these news agencies were doing it. I
It's not
watched
just
all,
news,
sir,
it's like
I watched all
YouTubers
of,
went
sir,
down there. I mean,
I watched all those
it's
videos too,
trying
sir.
to spread
They were all
investigation.
brown. They were all brown. I
No,
watched them too.
I saw
They
Chinese
were brown.
people that were not brown. I mean, it's not about the race, man.
It is.
Stop this obsession with
is.
race, guys. I mean, no, it's not.
Yes,
it's
it
about
is.
our
It 100% is, sir. It 100% is about, well, first of all, it's not even about race, but regardless of any of that, sir, all they did was show you brown people walking across the desert and said, oh, these are undocumented immigrants, and you believed it. Okay? You just believed it. You didn't actually look in to see the actual numbers that ICE was reporting. You didn't look to see that we actually had a record number of documented immigrants in this country. You didn't look to see that we had a record number of border encounters, a number of border stops, a number of apprehensions. We had record numbers of deportations.
When you decrease the number of agents, then of course you're going to decrease
The number of
apprehensions.
agents was not only decreased, the Biden administration actually put up legislation to increase the number, and Donald Trump called down to Congress and told him to stop it.
Sorry, can you repeat that?
Not only was the number of border agents not decreased, they tried to increase it. There was a bipartisan bill to increase the amount of Border Patrol agents under the Biden administration, and Donald Trump called Congress and told them not to pass it because he didn't want Biden to fix the border.
Yeah, I remember that thing. You know, it was really insufficient, but it would have helped if we had more agents.
How was
But
it insufficient?
The thing is like it's not really just agents that's going to stop it. We
No.
need like a comprehensive, like we need like drones.
Yep.
We need
Also in the bill.
We need to militarize the border.
Also
We
in the
need,
bill.
You know, we need a wall.
Also in
We
the bill.
need, to dig around the wall so you get like
Sir,
have
all
cement.
of this
You can't-
stuff
you
was
can't
in
burn
that
under
bill
it.
that Donald Trump shot down. Every literal
No,
thing that
only
you just
some
said.
of those things were.
Every
No. That's
single
you're
thing.
not being honest with your audience.
Sir, I am being
Not all of
100%.
that was in there.
Guys, hey, audience, go look up the bill. Literally every single thing that he just said was in that bill, including the wall and the drones. Every single thing that he just said that we needed was in the Lankford bill that Donald Trump called Congress and told them not to pass. Every single thing he's advocating for was in that bill. I beg you and I implore you, okay, to go look it up so that you can see that this guy has never read the bill, does not know what was in it, okay,
Well,
and is trying to
you're
tell
right, I
me
did
that
read the
what
bill.
and
Very
trying to tell
long.
me what was in the bill after I actually did read it.
Oh, so you read the whole thing?
Word for word? No, of course not.
Okay, so I didn't either. But you know, I did some research on it. You know, but if you're telling me that I need to go read every single line and I'll
Sir, you
find
could do
everything
like
in there,
the
then
most
maybe- I
minimal
don't know, maybe
research
I'll
and you
pay
would see,
somebody on Fiverr
sir,
to-
the
to-
most
to
minimal
find all that.
research in the world would show what I just said. You don't have to read the whole bill. Like literally, maybe
Yeah,
go on
exactly.
Reddit. Okay, you seem to like to research there. Maybe go on Reddit,
Well, no,
okay, and
I
you can
don't
see a
research
nice
on Reddit,
breakdown of
come
the
on.
bill from like immigration law
I
officers and
didn't
all
say I
sorts of stuff.
research on Reddit. I said I debate people on Reddit, and that forces me to research some things. You know, even after this conversation, I'm gonna research more. So
Yeah,
Um,
everything that you just said was in the bill. Okay, we did not have open
Yeah.
borders. What we did have is a huge surge of migrants from the Northern Triangle and from Northern South America. That's what we had. Did we have some bad decisions that were made by the Biden administration? Absolutely, we did. We had some very bad
wait, so you
decisions.
said we did have a surge? Wait,
Absolutely.
I didn't. You're talking very fast. I didn't hear all that.
Okay.
So we did have a surge, right?
Of course.
Of immigration,
Yeah,
of illegal immigration. Yeah.
of both
Okay.
legal and illegal immigration.
So then, wait, but what didn't you just spend the past 10 minutes telling me that we didn't have a surge of illegal immigration?
See,
I'm confused.
yeah. No, see, you are very confused, obviously. Yes, a lot more
I am.
people showed up. Yeah, a ton of people showed up. A lot of them got in. Okay, that's not unfettered access to the United States. That's not an open border. Okay, neither of those things exist with what
Okay.
I just said. Okay, because
Maybe I
the
shouldn't
reason,
have said
sir,
open. I'll
the
change it to
reason, sir,
foreign.
the reason
about
why
foreign?
we know. Okay, how like about all these migrants and how many people came over and all sorts of stuff is because we had border
We don't
patrol
know.
there actually checking them, because we had like a crazy amount of border encounters, because we had a crazy amount of border apprehensions, because we had all of those things, because we had Karens, because we had all these border patrol agents. That's how we know how many people came in. Because we know that because we had a record number of deportations. Okay, many more deportations under the Biden administration than we had in the Trump's first term. And actually, I think if you even include the ones from this term, Biden is still
There's
more.
video of people just walking over.
Sir, tons of people walk across the border legally all the time.
Walking over.
Yeah, tons of people walk across the border legally all the time. Every day.
Well, that shouldn't happen. That's
Well, it actually shouldn't happen, because what happened is
that's illegal entry, which is a crime.
It is
So-
not illegal
so-
entry. Sir, I'm sorry. Did you like see a line or something where you're like, oh, there's all the people?
Well, no, I didn't see a line. I mean, oftentimes there's not like there's usually just like a post,
So what did
with a
yeah,
sign
so-
saying this is the U.S.
Yeah. Oh,
I
gotcha.
mean, I've been to the border a few times at different parts of the border, and
Mhm.
sometimes there's a fence, sometimes there's a line, sometimes there's just desert, right? And then
Yeah.
there's like a little post that says
Yeah.
you're in the U.S.
So I go directly back to you saw a video of brown people walking through the desert, and somebody told you they were undocumented immigrants. And let's be very clear, that person did not.
Well, no,
That person
I mean,
also
I mean,
doesn't know
that's
whether
what
they're
I saw
undocumented
online.
immigrants.
I said,
And
no,
you
there was a
just
different kind of
believed
marker.
it. And you just believed it. Okay. Because you wanted
why
to
does
believe
the
it.
marker have to be a line? Why can't it just be a post with a sign on it? I mean, I mean, it still shows that they're walking across the border.
Sir.
And then there's other video of people, cutting through the fencing in the areas where there is fencing, and they stream through in hundreds.
Mhm.
So
Yeah.
So, I mean,
And it's just
obviously
crazy that this
happens.
YouTuber just knew exactly where to show up at this fence, but Customs and Border Protection didn't. That's crazy. Why didn't that
No,
YouTuber call
he went
CBP?
and met, a lot of these guys went and met people who own property on the border.
Oh
I was
yeah,
like, hey, where
and they
is this
just
happening?
happen
And those
to
guys
be
go,
right
"Oh,
at that
I know where
property,
that's happening
right with a
because
video
it happens
camera,
every day."
right as all these undocumented immigrants came over. Oh, and at that same time, those undocumented immigrants saw those white people standing on the other end of the fence with a camera, and they were like, "Oh nope, we're still gonna go anyway."
Well, I don't know. I don't know if they saw them. I mean, a lot of times it was like, you know, they're watching them from a distance and they go and approach them as they're crossing. So I mean, no, that's not what happened.
They go and approach them, and then what happens?
And they scatter, and if some get caught, some of them, you know, they get caught by by the agents.
People will
and then they
literally
get
believe
interviewed.
anything, y'all. Like literally, this is how this whole like Somali freaking daycare thing blows up. Because literally, some dude with a YouTube account will just fucking videotape some shit, paint a narrative around it, and then just people will just believe it, dude. It's so wild how people will literally just believe whatever the fuck somebody on YouTube with a camera who can paint a narrative. They'll just believe whatever they fucking say, dude. They'll just believe anything. It could be fucking edited. It could be an odd video. It could be their fucking friends. It could not even be at the border. And they can just paint this entire narrative,
it's not just
and
like
anybody
one or
will
two.
just believe it. It's
No,
crazy. It's
I think
crazy
you're
what you
painting with
guys
a
will
broad
believe.
brush. I think you're painting with a broad brush that you know, that people on the MAGA side will just, you know, hear one anecdote and just go and full throttle believe it, you know, just completely, you know, you know, most people are pretty circumspect and they have to see a preponderance of stuff before they go and believe it. And this was really, there was a lot of evidence. There were just so many videos and, you know, agent testimonies and, you know, combined with apprehensions increasing.
Sir, how did we have
together.
apprehensions increasing
And then
if we had
the thing was,
unfettered
like,
access to the border?
Yeah, caravans were the news.
Sir, I asked you a
know,
question. How did we have all of this increase in apprehensions if we had an unfettered access to the border?
Okay, well, remember, I changed. I was like, okay, yeah, maybe unfettered was exaggerating. So it was porous, you know, so where there were like gaping holes in our border, but it wasn't like.
Of course, there's been gaping holes in our border since I've been alive.
Yeah, and we are solving that now. So I mean,
We are
you
not.
asked, and this all started.
How
with
are
you
we
asked,
solving that?
Is there anything that's going on?
How are we
that's
solving
good?
that?
And, well, we've completely sealed the border.
No, we have
We've
not.
militarized. Yes, we have militarized it.
No, we have not.
There's Marines down there. Yeah.
Marines
There's-
have
we
literally zero ability to enforce law enforcement action when it comes to immigration.
We've completely stopped there's just no apprehensions anymore. No one's even trying to cross anymore because we've completely sealed the border.
Yeah, that's not even close to true. There are apprehensions and people are crossing literally every single day. And if you believe that, then I have some like oceanfront property in fucking Arizona to sell you.
Well, I mean, why don't we do a little YouTube video ourselves and go down there and check?
Sir, here's why we don't need to do a YouTube
I'd fund
video
that.
down there and go check. Okay, here's why we don't need to go down there to a YouTube
You
video
do that.
and go
You
check.
can do it for
okay?
your audience, so you can.
Why? My audience is smarter than that.
I mean,
Okay.
Yeah. Why don't
Here's
you just,
here's why I
why
don't need to do
just go
that.
down there
Because,
and prove it?
sir, I'm trying to explain it to you.
I mean, Democrats could do that.
Hey,
They could just send people down there.
shh. I'm trying to
Dude,
explain it
that's
to you.
disrespectful.
Well,
I'm
then
not a
I am
child.
saying
I'm
I am
not
trying
your
to explain
son
to
or
you, and you
something
keep
like that.
talking. Be quiet. Here's why there is
You're-
no
you're
point in doing that.
Now you're just being disrespectful.
No, now I'm being disrespectful, sir. My followers
you are.
and
I
myself
agree
are
with
not
you.
so fucking stupid as to go to a singular point across a 2,000-mile fucking border and think that that means a goddamn fucking thing. Okay?
Go to
That
10
is for
points,
you.
then.
No, sir, I'm sorry. I'm busy being disrespectful. Shut the fuck up. Only people like you, okay, would be so fucking stupid as to go to a singular point across a 2,000-mile
quivered
border
right there. That was
and
funny.
think in any way, shape, or form that proves a
You're
goddamn
you're like,
fucking thing.
"Yeah." Oh my
Okay?
God.
No, what's
Yeah.
sad is your fucking
Yeah.
cognition,
Yeah.
sir.
Oh my God.
is your inability to think critically. That is the fucking problem here, is your literal 2 fucking brain cells that are fighting for third right now. Okay?
Wow.
Going to a singular point at the southern border does not mean a fucking thing, because I could look at the border with my little fucking video camera and point right at the fucking border and go, look, nobody's coming across. And then people could be coming across 2 miles down the road and I can't see it with my camera. Or I could see a few people coming in right here and the rest of the border is fucking completely sealed. That one little spot on the border does not say anything.
I gotta get back to work.
Okay.
It was fun. Thanks for the break.
Oh,
it was good.
that's okay. Yeah, you should probably do that.
I will. Back to coding. See you later. Bye.
Insane.
Jesus Christ, dude. There is a lot of whining going on, dude. Like, I thought I was actually being quite respectful of that guy. I can't believe he freaking got his fifis all in a bunch, dude. I can't believe he got his fifis all in a bunch. Anyways, we're going to move on to the next call. Keep this thing going. I really, really appreciate that. Thank you guys so much. Guys, if you like to support the live, I do have super chats, super stickers. I have all that fun stuff. So if you like to support, it really means a lot to me. I'm almost there on this live gift goal, too. I have 2 more gifts after this to try to knock out, to light up my gift gallery, too. I think I need the DJ Cat glasses. I think I need like 5 of those from somebody. So, excuse me. If you guys would like to help me light up my gift gallery today, I really, really appreciate that. Thank you so much. But if you like support, that really, really does mean a lot to me. So thank you guys so much. I just saw one I definitely want to throw. Freddie, thank you so much for the $20 super chat. Said, hey, Paulie, I was just on Reddit and they are very informative. Google too. Oh, well, maybe I should check that out. Maybe I should check that. I am now going to exclusively do all of my research on Reddit. See how that works out for me. Thank you so much, Freddie. And Luis, thank you so much for the $20 super chat. Said, holy crap, they complain about immigrants at this same about immigrants, and at this point the same people go to the border to get medical care. Yeah. The way that they apparently hand out fucking medical care to immigrants, like, we should all just, like, all Americans should just go to the border and cross over and they get medical care, because nobody in America seems to be getting them. Please make sure you guys hit that follow button, hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. I really, really appreciate you guys. CJ, also, thank you so much for the 5 gifted. That really means a lot. Thank you so much. I think there was another gifted in there too. Megs, thank you so much for the 5 gifted. Hayless, thank you so much for the $5. Says, sometimes I fantasize about moving to the US and start supporting Trump just to have a discussion with you, then wake up from a nightmare. That's also my nightmare. Please don't do that. And Impossible said, like, I find it funny that people use Antifa as an insult, like it's bad to be anti-fascist. Guys, when you're, just to let you know, when your number one enemy is the people against fascism, just want to let you know what that makes you. Hello, how are you?
Good, how are you?
I'm doing great. How old are you?
36.
Awesome. Do you still support Trump?
Yes.
Awesome. Why is that?
So I'm going to tell you my couple of reasons, and I'm going to hang up and you can discuss with the show, if that's okay.
Nope, not interested. Jess, thank you so much for the $2 super chat. I really appreciate that. It says, MAGA isn't human. Stop acting like they are. Jesus. I'm not saying it's wrong, but yeah, that's not how any of this works. That's not how this works. It's not how any of this works. All right, we'll see if we can bring up somebody else. Hello, how are you?
Your mom's pubes taste good.
Dude, never mind. I can't even say what I was going to say. Anyways, I can't even say what I was going to say. I have to be good today. I was about to talk about that poor kid's mama. Hello, how are you? What did J. Cole say? Hadn't been in since the day I came out one. That was that kid. What did J. Cole say? Something like, all right, y'all, if you still support Trump, go ahead and hit that request button. I don't know what's going on in my life. I don't know. Maybe it doesn't like that little blur I put on it. It's unfortunate. It's funny how if I do like any change in my video format whatsoever, YouTube just completely freaking flips out. It's so strange. Don't know why it does that. I'm just saying that's what that's what he was. That's what he was.
It's insane.
Hello, how are you?
Hey, how are you?
I'm doing great. How old are you?
42.
Awesome. Do you still support Trump? Do you still support Trump?
Yep.
Awesome. Why is that?
Why do I support Trump?
Yep.
Because everything he's doing is exactly what I voted for. Immigration, keeping America strong, confronting China.
Gunning down American citizens, stuff like that.
Yeah, kicking out American citizens.
Gunning them down, murdering them.
When they're trying to attack police, of course.
They're not trying to attack. She wasn't trying to attack police.
Well, you saw her trying to run the couple. I mean, it's on video.
She was.
You can watch the video.
Yeah, I did. From
No.
like 7 or 8 different angles.
Okay, yeah. So did she hit him with the car?
No.
Wait, the car didn't touch him?
No.
Wait, are you serious?
Sir, you do realize that's against the law, right?
What's against the law?
Firing at a first of all, according to their own freaking rules, it's against the
No, just
the
really
law to
quickly,
fire at a weapon. Second
Wait,
of
no,
all, if you
no,
look at actually, sir, you asked me a question and then you don't want me to answer it.
No, I really want you to answer. I just want to make sure that we're clear. I just asked if the car touched the officer at all. Do you think it touched
Unless
him at
he
all or
touched
not at
it.
all?
Unless he touched it, I think he might have touched it at some point.
So you're saying the car was coming towards him and then he went
The car
towards
was
the
not
Is that what
coming
you're
towards
saying?
him. The car was actually specifically going away from him.
So you're saying the car was driving away from him and he jumped in front of the car and then he shot her. Is that
He
what
actually
you're saying?
specifically stood in front of the car. Yes, sir. He literally.
Okay, hold on, really?
Have you
Let me ask
seen?
you a question,
Sir,
hold on.
let me ask you a question. No, let me ask you a question.
Yes.
Okay. Did you see his video yet?
Of course.
Where he's literally talking to the lady, where she's
Yeah.
letting people go, where she invites the car that
Wait, hold on.
that
I
oh
thought
no
he was
no
talking
no
to her
no
like her what?
where that freaking
Wait,
he
hold on.
invites the
You're asking
freaking
me a
border patrol
question.
agent. No, sir, you can ask me a question when I'm done with my sentence.
Sorry.
He invites the
Go
car to. She invites the car to drive on past him, where then he goes and walks in front of the car. Okay, he walks in front of the car. The car doesn't drive in front of him. The car doesn't drive at him. He walks in front of the car. Okay, and if you actually look at different judicial rulings across the United States, first of all, he's not allowed to fire at that car. Second of all, he's not allowed to fire at that car if he has the ability to try to get out of the way of the car, which he did, because by the time he even fired at the car, he was standing on the left-hand side of the car. He wasn't in front of the car by the time he fired. You do understand that,
Wait,
right?
Are you pretending to ask a question right now? Is that what you're doing?
Nope.
Because I didn't hear a question.
That sounds like your problem.
Wait, so you're not asking a question?
Go ahead. What do you have to say?
Okay, no, this is really serious. First of all, I really appreciate you taking my call. I really, really do. I really appreciate you talking this out with everyone because I think it's very, very important.
I think it's sad that I have to
said a very
talk this
quick
out.
question.
I don't think it's important
No,
at all. I
no.
think this is horrific. I think the
No
fact
problem.
that you
I
guys
just
are
wanna ask you a
literally
question really quickly.
literally defending
Let
this
me
is
ask you a question
disgusting.
really quickly. What do you think if you and I had like a special AI machine and we can go inside that person's brain and see his exact intentions? What do you think his intentions were?
To murder her.
So you think he saw her at some point during the day and said, "You know what? I want to kill this biatch." Is that
I
what you
don't
think
fucking know what
happened?
the hell he thought, sir. This is why we have. That's why.
No,
there's
I
a-
know. I said, what do you think he thought? That's what
Sir, I
we're-
think that this guy, okay, thought she was a dumb bitch
Okay.
and wanted to
I
shoot
think-
her.
by the way,
Do you know?
I think
Do you
that
know
too,
why
by the
I
way.
think?
I think that too. Hold on, time
You know
out.
why I think
So I
that?
think that too.
You know why I think
agree
that?
with him on that. But do you think he said, "Hey, she's a dumb bitch and I want to kill her"?
He did. He said he's a dumb bitch and did kill her.
No, but do you think that's what he wanted to do? That was his
I don't know what the
intention?
fuck he wanted to do, sir.
No, I know.
Sir,
but I'm asking,
sir,
what do you
I'm sorry.
think?
All right, let me ask you a
I'm
question,
asking-
sir.
I'm asking your
Let me ask you.
opinion.
Let me ask you.
Are you
Let me,
able to think,
sir. Let
right?
me ask you a question.
Wait, hold on. Are you able to think?
Yeah, I
Are you
am
able
able to
to
think,
think
sir.
or
Are you a
not?
gun owner, sir?
Of course.
You are. Do you point your gun and pull the trigger at anything you're not trying to kill?
Bro, I'm not a police officer.
That was
I put my life
that was
on the
a
line
very
every
specific
single
question,
day.
sir. Do you point your firearm and pull the trigger at anything you are trying or not trying to kill? Yes or no?
No, absolutely not.
Then
I
he
shoot at
was
only
fucking
things that you're
trying to kill her because he unholstered his weapon, pointed it at her face, and shot one round through her front windshield from her left-hand side, and then shot 2 more through the driver's side window as she was fleeing. So yes, he was trying to kill her.
Wait, one more time? Tell me one more time. He shot the first. There were total of 3 shots?
Yes.
Okay, there were a total of 3 shots. The first one through the windshield, right?
Yes.
And the second 2 were?
Through the driver's side window on the door.
Wait, I'm looking at the video right now, and I literally see the car hitting him. Can we watch the video together, or is that not allowed?
What do you mean you see the car hitting him? Sir, I
I'm
can
looking at the video
I can
right
pull
now.
up videos all day that show that the car didn't hit him. That's so easy.
Can you pull out the video and show me the car is not hitting him? Because I'm looking at
Gladly.
the video of the car hitting him. So we can't have both.
How
can
can
we?
you? How can what, sir? You know, there's like 20 different
He didn't
angles to
shoot
this,
a
right?
mob. He shot an.
Yeah, but hold on. What difference does it make what angle it is in?
Because in
If
the
there's an
first angle,
that
the
shows car
Department of
hitting him. No, bro. If there's an angle showing the car hitting him, what difference does it make? There's another angle.
because
of the
it
car
just
not
looks
hitting him?
like it's hitting him, and if you actually look at the angle directly down the side, you see it didn't hit him.
No. I'm looking at 2 different. I'm looking at his angle and the other one, and the one that you can clearly see the car hitting him. Wait, can you play it right now? Why can't you play it right now?
Sir,
Are you
I'm
able to?
going to.
Apparently
Yeah.
attempting to
Okay,
leave.
cool. So let's watch it together, and then we'll see.
Well, you're not going to be able to watch it with
Time,
me, but
the agent filming crosses toward
Okay,
the left of the
hold
vehicle
on.
and
Do
grabs
you
his
want to?
gun.
Which
He
video are
opens
you watching?
fire
Let's
on the
watch. Let's try to watch it together.
motorist and continues shooting. Her handle
that's fine. This is easy.
Wait, hold
New
on,
York
hold on.
Times
Let
did
me
an
ask you a
amazing
question.
job
Hold
with
on,
this, by the way.
question really quickly. Let me ask you another question.
Nope, you don't get to ask me any questions. We're watching the video. Be quiet.
The SUV reverses, then turns right, apparently attempting to leave. At the same
Which video are you
time,
watching?
the agent filming crosses toward the left of the vehicle and grabs his gun. He opens fire on the motorist and continues shooting as she drives past. The moment the agent
Okay, now I can
fires,
see it too.
he is standing here.
Look at that.
Okay, hold on.
You see
Yeah, I
that?
can see it. Hold
The
on.
moment
Wait,
that
one
he
second.
fires,
Well,
she is
yeah, okay, one
standing
second. Hold on.
there. Do you
Stop.
see where his feet are?
Wait, hold on,
he is
wait,
on.
wait, why are
No,
you-
I'm not even
hold on,
talking
bro.
to you,
Why
sir.
are you
I am
showing
talking
it-
to the crowd here.
Show the
You
whole
can-
video.
This is the
Bro, bro.
whole video, sir. This is the
Wait, hold on
video
a
when
second.
he fires.
Bro. This is exactly what I was telling you. This is the.
I don't think anybody else here is confused,
Fire
sir.
on the motorist and continues
Wait,
shooting as
am
she
I still
drives
talking,
past.
or are you talking? Oh, I'm watching at the same time.
The
Bro,
moment the
can you
agent
watch
fires,
the other
he is
from the other
standing here,
side, please?
to the left
This
of
is
the
the version that
SUV,
you can't see.
and the
Vivian.
wheels-
You're 100% right. This is
No,
what
this
I
is the
initially
version that
saw.
shows that it doesn't hit him.
I know, and I agree with you. From this version, it doesn't look like the car is hitting him. And when I first saw this version, I did not think the car hit him.
Because
I
the
mean,
car
at
didn't
all,
hit
right?
him.
Okay, now watch that. Now show the other version, please.
Sir, there's a ton of different versions. None
Just
of them
watch the other
conclusive.
video. Just watch the
None
other
of them,
one.
sir. None
Just
of
watch
them.
the other one.
Sir.
Play the other one in front of me.
Sure, I'll play all of them in front of you. It doesn't bother me, sir. None of them conclusively show that he was ever hit by that
Wait,
car.
hold on. Do you see how I just admitted that this version does not show the car hitting him? You see
Sir,
that,
no,
right? Because
this
he
doesn't show that the car is not hit him.
It does- I
This
just
shows,
admitted that, right?
listen,
Wait.
listen.
Yeah.
This shows conclusively that the car
That's right.
did
No,
not hit him.
conclusively. From this angle.
Conclusively.
Not conclusively, retarded.
Conclusively.
If there's another
Every
angle that
single
shows him
other
hitting him,
angle,
hey,
every
if
single
there's
other
another
angle,
showing him hitting him, how could it be conclusive?
because I'm trying to say that, but you won't let me
Okay,
speak.
so play the other angle, please.
All right, are you
Play the
ready to
next
be quiet
angle.
now?
Are you going to play that next angle, and are you going to?
I will play it when I'm fucking ready. Now shut up. Every other video is inconclusive. Every single
play it, you faggot.
Now
Why are you
he's-
telling me this? Show
now
me.
he's talking
Why
again.
are you telling me
Now
this?
he's talking again.
I'm talking because why are you talking? Show me the next video.
Sir,
Don't
I'm
tell
not
me that
showing
video
shit
doesn't-
until I can fucking finish my fucking comment, which you won't let me do because you're crying like a little bitch. Now shut the fuck up and let me finish what the fuck I was
I
fucking
would've ripped your
saying,
fucking head
and
off,
then
you
you can
fucking
see the
little
fucking
faggot,
video.
you
Oh,
know.
I'm a big man on social media.
I'm not a
Shut the
big man.
fuck
I'm just
up.
saying, you
Nobody's
look like a
fucking
fucking
afraid of you.
fruitcake.
You're
You
the
look
one
like a
up here
fruitcake.
defending
I'll
a
fucking rip
fucking
your head off.
murderer, sir. You're the one up here defending a murderer. Nobody gives a shit what the fuck you think. So shut the fuck up while real men are talking.
Wait, you think you're a real man?
In comparison to you, I sure as hell I am. Anyways, like I was saying to people that actually have fucking testosterone and more than fucking one brain cell, this is the only one that actually shows conclusively that he did not get hit. Every other video was from far back, and they was turning. You can't really tell. Oh, maybe he was hit. Maybe he wasn't. You couldn't really tell. Okay? You can tell in all of the fucking videos conclusively that she was driving away from him. Okay? That's what you can show in every single video. Okay? Regardless, all right? But, sir, you're muted. No one can hear you. You can stop talking now. Okay? Not anymore. I'll just take off my headset. Oh, you guys can't hear that? Oh shoot, because I got this ding dong fucking
I'm
muted.
here.
The maroon SUV.
I'm here.
I'll just mute him if he
Sirens
talks
and
again.
lights
It's
in
fine.
the
I'll just hang up if he talks again.
But
A
you're not
federal
gonna show the
agent
new video,
films
though.
the scene on his phone. The driver rolls forward slightly, turning left, then stops and waits for others to go ahead. Two agents exit this silver pickup and walk toward the vehicle. Moments later, shots are fired. Let's look at the scene again more closely. This is the agent who shoots the driver. He walks around the car filming.
Wait, you really think you're a
and
man and you're not
disappears
showing
from view.
the other video like you
Other
promised you
agents
would?
pull
What kind
up
of a bitch
and
are you?
order the driver
Seriously.
to exit her vehicle. One of
Why
them
do you keep
grabs at the
showing the
door
same
handle
fucking
and
thing? Are you
reaches
retarded?
inside. The SUV reverses, then turns right, apparently attempting to leave. At the same time, the agent filming crosses toward the left of the vehicle and grabs his gun. He opens fire on the motorist and continues shooting as she drives past.
Wait, why do you keep showing the same thing
The
over and
moment
over
the agent
again?
Dude,
fires,
shut
he
the
is
fuck
standing
up.
here, to the left
You really
of the
are low
SUV,
IQ, aren't you?
and the
You
wheels
literally are low IQ.
If you weren't so fucking stupid and were just shut the fuck up, dude, literally the other videos play in this video. People
waiting,
with
I
all
just-
their brain cells are trying to
Wait,
pay
I'm watching
attention.
the same
Shut
video
the
over and over
fuck
again
up,
for
dude.
the last 2 minutes.
All right, fine. How about this? How about this? Okay. Since you're too fucking
Just play the
stupid
other
to
video,
fucking reason
retard.
with,
Just play the other video.
I'll just fucking hang the fuck up on you so that fucking adults can actually have conversations about what's actually going on. Holy shit, you're stupid. Jesus Christ.
right, away from the agent. This appears to conflict with allegations that the SUV was ramming or about to ram the officer. President Trump and others said the federal agent was hit by the SUV, often pointing to another video filmed from a different angle. And it's true that at this moment in this grainy low-resolution footage, it does look like the agent is being struck by the SUV.
You see how we got there? You see how we got to that part of the video? You guys have no patience, dude. You see how we got there? Now we're showing that other video.
And it's true that at this moment in this grainy low-resolution footage, it does look like the agent is being struck by the SUV. But when we synchronize it with the first clip, we can see the agent is not being run over. In fact, his feet are positioned away from the SUV. The SUV crashes into a white car parked down the road. A bystander runs toward the collision. The federal agents on scene do not appear to rush to provide emergency medical care. Eventually, the agent who shot the motorist approaches the vehicle. Seconds later, he turns back around and tells his colleagues to call 911.
I'd like to be clear. You see how well that guy's fucking walking? You see how well that agent's fucking walking? Just fucking fine. And let's also be clear, you can hear in the videos, which I'll play the other video in a second, you can hear one of the ICE agents telling her to leave. Why didn't she stop? Because one of the ICE agents told her to fucking leave. One told her to fucking get out of the car. Another one told her to leave. That's why she didn't fucking stop, because she was specifically told not to fucking stop. She had one ICE officer telling her to leave the scene, another ICE officer telling her to get out of the car, while she has masked fucking men running at her with fucking guns. Unidentified masked men running at her with fucking guns. That's why she didn't fucking stop. Let me see if this will pull up or not. Hold on. I gotta freaking turn off another mode. I'll play the freaking other video too. I gotta freaking disable this stupid shit. Hold on.
It's insane.
There we go. Now I can play it. By the way, such a horrible thing to comment to someone. It's okay, man. I'm not mad at you. Domestic terrorist. That's what freaking Kristi Noem called her. A domestic terrorist. Her last words. I'm not mad at you. It's okay, man. I'm not mad at you.
It's insane.
I'm not mad at you. Show your face. I'm not mad at you. That's okay. We don't change our plates every morning, just so you know. It'll be the same plate when you come talk to us later. That's fine. U.S. citizen, former fucking veteran. You want to come at us? You want to come at us? I say go get yourself some lunch, big boy. Go ahead.
Out of the car. Get out of the fucking car. Get out of the
car.
Whoa!
Fucking bitch. Self-defense. Fucking bitch. Someone who said, I'm not mad at you, was nice to him. This is what you're defending. This is what you're defending.
You want to come at us? I say go get yourself some lunch, big boy. Go ahead.
Out of the car. Get out of the fucking car. Get out of the car.
Whoa! Just let you know, people that get hit by cars, just thought I'd throw this out there, in case some of you guys, for some reason, have never seen somebody hit by a car. People that are hit by cars can't stand like this, leaning forward. Yes, that video's in my Discord. People hit by cars can't do that. Let me see if I can pull up another video real quick. Hold on.
Vehicle that backs in.
We'll pull up one more. I already said I needed to pull this one up. I don't know if I've seen this one yet.
In next to her, blocking the street almost at the same angle. So what it suggests, and we don't know this, but what it suggests is if she has been one of the cars following agents from location to location, is her position there to block the vehicle that backs in next to her, blocking the street almost at the same angle. So what it suggests, and we don't know this, but what it suggests is if she has been one of the cars.
That's super obvious, dude. He was like, Jesus Christ. Sorry, I didn't realize I didn't have that up on both screens. It's freaking crazy, man. It's truly fucking crazy. Like, it's one thing to defend like Donald Trump's like fucking horrible foreign policy or his horrible economic policy or any of these other horrible fucking crazy shit that he does, right? Calling Somalians garbage people and all the other fucking horrible things he says about people. We have video evidence of his fucking little ICE Gestapo murdering somebody at point blank range in the fucking face, and y'all are defending it. That's fucking wild, dude. Like, truly, it's fucking wild, and it's sad. It's sad. Guess what, guys? First of all, she was told by two different officers, two different commands. But even if she wasn't, not obeying an officer's direction, guess what the punishment for that is not? It's not murder. It's not fucking death. Fleeing the scene, also not death. None of these things equate to a death sentence. None of them. And they're going to keep doing it. They've already done it. They're already wounding people in fucking Portland. They've already killed a man in fucking Chicago for almost the exact same thing. For trying to leave the fucking scene. I know you guys think, okay, because you guys think that, I don't know what you guys think. I really can't get myself in your guys' fucking brains. It's fucking wild. Okay? Guys, the police are not your fucking gods. Okay? They are there to fucking protect and to fucking serve. And you not following what they say does not get you fucking shot. And if shot has done that, officer does do that, they deserve to be buried underneath the fucking prison. The police are not above the fucking law. Congress is not above the fucking law. Fucking ICE isn't above the fucking law. And this fucking president and his fucking administration are not above the fucking law. I know they want to convince you that all these people are above the law. You know how many multiple fucking Supreme Court cases about this there are? Like, so many. Like, so many. Where it's already been proven that this dude is fucking completely against the fucking law. And I know that Donald Trump and JD Vance will do just like they've done with the people that fucking murdered those fucking cops on January 6th. Okay? Or the people that have funded Al-Qaeda and Boko Haram, or the people like the fucking president of Honduras who literally pumped 400 tons of cocaine in this country. They'll just pardon them because they just believe that they have the fucking power, they have the fucking guns, they have the fucking judiciary, and so they can do whatever the fuck they want, and y'all are just supporting it. Y'all are literally supporting authoritarianism. Truly and unequivocally, you guys are supporting authoritarianism, and it's fucking disgusting. Fucking disgusting. Y'all need to fucking grow some fucking balls, dude. Straight the fuck up. Y'all need to fucking grow a pair, dude. For a bunch of people who claim to be like for the law, for the Constitution, that claim to be Americans, that claim to be patriots, y'all sure are fucking willing to give up any fucking freedoms we have just so you can fucking snort orange Cheeto dust off of fucking Donald Trump's asshole. It's fucking ridiculous, dude. Grow a fucking pair. Holy shit. Anyways. Just fucking crazy, dude. Just fucking crazy. You know, and I think the worst part about it is like, it doesn't surprise me. It doesn't surprise me that fucking that ICE is doing this. You got a bunch of untrained fucking vigilantes out there on the fucking streets. This was bound to happen, right? This doesn't surprise me. All right. What surprises me is these fucking people defending it. It's fucking crazy. Just people defending it. People that can easily see the video of her not trying to hit him, of the wheel being completely fucking turned, right? Of him fucking being completely on the side of it. They see it. And they still defend it. They see it and they still defend it. It was sad. It's sad. And then to listen to fucking people come, oh, it's a domestic terrorist group. Oh, she's fucking far left, like, fuck off, dude. Like, you guys are fucking just gave up your whole soul, your fucking entire sense of fucking humanity, your entire sense of fucking decency, your entire fucking, like just sense of being a human being. All for some fucking orange-covered piece of shit that doesn't give a fuck about you, dude. That dude doesn't give a fuck if you live or fucking die, dude. Anyways. That's my little rant for the day. I guess I'll take one more caller. I really like the way y'all please make sure you hit that follow button, hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. I really, really appreciate you guys. Thank you so much. If you guys like to support, I do have all the super chats, super stickers, all that fun stuff. So if you guys like support, also on TikTok, I think I need 3 of these by one person or something for the gift gallery, to light up the gift gallery. If someone would love to light up that gift gallery for me for this one, I appreciate that. I think I need 3 of them. I think I can't actually open up the thing because it's stupid. Why did he draw his weapon in the first place? Because he wasn't qualified to be holding it to begin with. That's why. Thank you. I really appreciate that. Thank you, Neuro. I really appreciate that. Yeah, because he should have never been holding it to begin with. Ugh. All right, I'm gonna throw. I can't pull up my gift gallery. I think I have one. Anyways, I'll do it later. Oh, there we go. Now I got a caller. Hello, how are you?
Hi, I'm good.
Hi, how old are you?
I'm 28.
Awesome. Do you still support Trump?
Yeah, I do support Trump, but I'm not an American citizen.
That's fucking weird and sad.
Yeah, it's weird, but at least it makes sense in my case.
No, it doesn't.
Because so I'm an Indian who is in America very briefly, but what I feel is that whatever Trump is doing, it's kind of moving India closer to China and Russia.
Yeah, I'm not interested. Hello, how are you?
Yeah, it's going.
I'm doing well. How old are you?
40.
Awesome. Do you still support Trump?
Yeah.
Awesome. Luis, thank you so much for the 10 gifted over there. Thank you so much, Luis, for the 10 gifted. I really, really appreciate that. Thank you so much. Big W chat for the 10 gifted on that. Big W chat for Neurospicy for the for lighting up that gift. I think I have one more to light up too. And I think I'm lit up for the week. I think that's awesome. All right. Why do you support Trump?
Shit you would like to, bro. I don't want to be your last caller. I just want to be like in and out. But are you not I think I kind of exposed you last week whenever we were talking about you think like Biden was sharper than Trump. Are you talking about the shooting today?
I was.
Okay.
But
I just wanted
not
to, like,
just fucking just that's it.
I got you. I just want to give my 2 cents on it real quick and drop out. Just something to think on. It's like, it's like, why whenever something like this happens, which is unfortunate,
It's insane.
but why is this like the only death that matters and other deaths don't seem to matter?
Like whose?
It's insane.
Oh, well, and you always get to my point right before I call, and you steal my thunder a little bit, but I think it's because
it's insane.
you're thinking correctly.
I just asked you a question, sir. Like whose?
Vibrations are getting out there. The January 6th lady and that's like one of the worst things that could happen, like Old West or anything, is you get shot in the back.
She wasn't shot in the back.
Huh?
Ashley Babbitt wasn't shot in the back. She was shot directly in the front.
When she was climbing a window, she was shot in the front?
Yep, by someone on the other side of that window.
Okay, I thought it was in the back.
Yep.
And
she was breaking through a window. On the other side of that window was a security Capitol Police, and on the other side of those Capitol Police were active U.S. Congress people. Yeah, so
Okay.
that Capitol Police officer was protecting them. Nope, he was protecting the Congress people, which was his job.
From a lady crawling up a window.
From an entire mob of people trying to break down the door, and she just happened to be the first one in.
So was she climbing a window?
She knows she was warned multiple times, right?
Well, you just said she was shot at the door, so I'm
The door
confused.
had
I mean,
a
I
window
haven't-
on it, sir.
The door had a window. The door.
You've
had
never
a
seen a
window.
door with a window before?
Well, I mean, the way I pictured it is she was,
Why are you
scaling the
why are you
building, like-
picturing it, sir? There's a video of this.
Oh, because I try not to watch that stuff. I mean, I don't.
There's a literal video of a freaking Capitol Police officer warning everybody to get back because he was protecting active congressmen, and she literally broke the window, tried to get through to the congressmen after they literally had threatened violence against those congressmen, and he defended them the way he was
Kinda
supposed
like
to.
Kind of like this lady was, causing a scene. That person
She was not causing a scene. I actually just played the video where she literally just told the guy who murdered her that she wasn't mad at him and that there was no problem.
Well, Paul Joseph Watson does a great breakdown of it. He shows that he does. Her wheels are skidding, so she's trying to gas it. She's caught in the snow, and she's going after him.
Her wheels are skidding, turned completely to the right, away from officers.
Well, after she gets shot the first time, it goes to the right. But the
No,
first
it was
bullet-
right before he fired. I don't know what the fuck you're talking about, but I just played the video about 20 times for everybody. She backs up away from the officers and then turns the wheel right to go away from the officers. I don't know what the fuck
how
you're
does the-
talking about.
How does the bullet hit the front windshield then if she's turning away?
Because he's on the left of the vehicle.
So if he was on the left of the vehicle, wouldn't it go through the passenger side?
If you're aimed at the passenger side, but if you're aimed at the driver's side, it goes to the driver's side.
Well, it's shot in the front window, the driver's side front window. The first shot.
Do you own a gun?
No.
Oh,
don't
okay.
like
Because
guns.
this is the best argument for gun control laws that I have ever heard in my entire fucking life. Holy shit,
what's that?
dude. If you're standing at the
Okay,
front
so-
left of a vehicle, you can hit any seat in that vehicle through the front window. Maybe not the behind the driver. Maybe
Obviously.
not. Depending on which type of vehicle, which angle you're at, and how far forward you are.
He shoots it in the front. We can agree on that. In the front. So
The first one,
that
the
would
second
indicate
two went through the fucking the driver's side
I know,
driver's side
because
window.
she got shot and veered to the right. You should watch the Paul Joseph Watson visit. How many
She was
people
already
do you think died
headed
during-
to the right, sir.
How many people do you think died during the Black Lives Matter protests?
Quite a few. Yeah, and
Yeah.
each one of them horrible. That's why all of those people during those Black Lives Matter protests were arrested, indicted, and charged with those crimes.
True. Yeah, I didn't justice was served on some of those.
Some of them, all of them. There was literally thousands of arrests that happened during the Black Lives Matter protests, including people that committed violent acts, people that did burglaries, people that did arson. Every single fucking person that was, every person that they could find and could catch, or they had evidence against, fucking was indicted, charged, and convicted of those crimes and sent to fucking prison. While the person who just shot this poor woman in the fucking face, the vice president of the United States, is saying that he has immunity and that we're gonna freaking protect him, as they fucking ran off with him. And during an active fucking scene of a shooting, they ran and hid the guy. And then when Minnesota tried to fucking investigate it, they stopped Minnesota from investigating it. The vice president of the United States literally just said that he had freaking that he had immunity for this.
Yeah, this is it's not a great situation. How many I wonder how many people, though, ICE has saved, how many people they have deported have killed someone or done heinous crimes.
Is that supposed to prove something, sir? Less than 3% of anybody that they've even detained has any history of violent crime.
Well, I mean, obviously they don't know that because
yes, they do.
They're not documented. I mean, if they
yeah, sir, you do still. You know that if you're undocumented and you commit a violent crime, they still document that. They don't just ignore it because you're undocumented. They don't go, oh, violent criminal? Well, you're undocumented. Woo, let's throw it out the window. Doesn't fucking matter.
They don't know their past. They don't know their past. What they had.
I don't know their past. You don't know their past. So what kind of fucking claim are you fucking making?
I'm saying that ICE agents do more good than bad. This was a bad situation.
No, they do almost just totally bad. They do very, very little good.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay, so what do you think about Obama being the deporter in chief? What are your thoughts on that?
Depending on who he was deporting, I have issues with it, and I don't have issues with it, depending on the situation.
Right. But is Trump not doing the same thing that
absolutely fucking not?
What's the difference?
What's the difference? Is Obama didn't make ICE the 7th largest military in the fucking world and send a bunch of untrained people out there to gun down American citizens.
Well, how did he deport them then?
How did he deport them? Peacefully and humanely.
Okay.
You know, like how we should treat other human beings. You know what he didn't do? He didn't call them domestic terrorists. He didn't fucking say they were garbage people that should go back to their garbage fucking country. Okay? He didn't send them to fucking CCOT to be sent to fucking a torture prison or create concentration camps in the United States. He gave all of them fucking due process. Those are all things that Obama did.
Camps?
Yeah.
I mean, that's such a weak... how do you figure... How do they compare? How is that a close comparison?
What do you mean, how is that a close comparison? He created concentration camps. It's not a comparison of fucking shit. That's what Donald Trump did.
How so?
What do you mean, how so? What's the definition of a concentration camp, sir?
Auschwitz was an example. What's the name of his concentration camp?
Alligator Alcatraz. But apparently you don't know what a concentration camp is. You think that Auschwitz is the only example of a fucking concentration camp.
Well, I'm asking you to name some. I've been to Alcatraz before. So people are currently in Alcatraz.
In Alligator Alcatraz.
Where's that? What is that?
What is that? You know, it's fucking in Florida. It's where they put detainees.
Okay. How many have they killed there?
Sir, concentration, not killing people is not necessary for it to be a concentration camp. That'd be a death camp.
Okay, so what's
maybe you should go look up the definition of a concentration camp before you have this conversation, because it doesn't sound like you're equipped to have it.
So what's so bad about a concentration camp then? That's a horrible name for it, but what is a prison a concentration camp? I mean, like what's
not necessarily.
Deal? So what makes a concentration camp so bad? I don't know the definition. You're right.
Yeah, concentration camp is a place where a large number of people, often political opponents or members of a specific ethnic minority groups, are imprisoned without judicial review, typically under harsh conditions.
Okay, say the first line one more time, please.
It's where a large number of people, often political opponents or members of specific ethnic or minority groups, are imprisoned without judicial review.
So why didn't they call because I have a step-great-grandfather who fought in the World War II, and his parents were thrown into, I think they called it they called it a different camp, detention camp, and he was fighting for America, you know. And they threw his Japanese parents in the, drawing a blank, I'm under the pressure.
Those
right
were
now.
concentration camps.
No, they didn't call them.
Those were
concentration
literal,
camps.
sir. Donald Trump doesn't call Alligator Alcatraz a concentration camp either. Generally, the people committing the act don't call it a concentration camp.
Well, we as society, I mean, FDR himself, they called it. I mean, I could look it up, but internment camps, right?
Sure, internment camps and concentration camps, whatever, dude.
Okay, so but when you say concentration camp, don't we have visuals of black and white?
Well, what's an internment
Schindler's
camp?
List? I mean, I would say the same thing as your definition of a concentration camp. Don't you think whenever you think of
The
concentration
difference
camp,
between
you
a
think of
concentration camp and an internment camp is an internment
Mhm.
camp is during war.
Okay, well, I mean, yeah, war on drugs, war on
We're not at war.
terror, war here. Okay. Oh yeah. So that's the only difference. Is it's one is wartime.
Internment
the
camps,
second one-
often called war relocation centers, were isolated guarded camps where the U.S. government forcibly incarcerated about 120,000 Japanese Americans, including citizens during World War II, primarily after Executive Order 9066. They housed people in barracks in remote locations like Manzanar, California, Tule Lake, California, Minidoka, Idaho, Hart Mountain, Wyoming, under hard conditions with barbed wires and guarded towers. Literally, it's the exact same as a concentration camp, but it's under war conditions.
Yeah, but no one died in an internment camp. No, they weren't being. So look, but when you say
Again,
concentration camp,
You
when
just
say
don't
concentration
understand what a
camp-
concentration camp is.
I know, but when you say concentration camp, we conjure images of Schindler's List and the little girl walking through.
Yeah, because
fields of
before
ash, which is-
because before they were death camps, they were still these types of camps. Yeah, before places like Auschwitz or Dachau
Okay,
or
did they
any of
starve-
these
did they
fucking
starve people
camps.
in these? Like what? Okay, so like you're using the term so loosely. This is why lefties.
It's not a term
get
so loosely,
lost
sir.
in the
It's
sauce
your
because
lack
they
of
call everyone
understanding
a
of
Nazi.
words. Sir, it's your lack of understanding of words is the problem, not mine, sir. I am using words the way that the English language intends them. You're using your feelings.
No, that's you. You're calling.
You
called it
literally
concentration
said,
camp.
when I
What
said
is the name of
concentration
Alcatraz
camp,
Island?
you
The official
conjure
name of
up feelings. You literally said you're using your feelings, sir. I don't know why you're trying to turn and say like you didn't do it now.
You're calling it a concentration camp.
It is
see
a
what the
concentration
official name
camp.
of it is. Okay, let's see if it says that. Let's go ahead and pull it up real quick.
Pull up what?
This Alcatraz Island. Let's see where it says concentration camp in there.
Sir,
and if it does, that's
The
not
people that are running the concentration camp don't call it a concentration. You do realize, like freaking places like Auschwitz and Dachau and all those sorts of things, they weren't called concentration camps until after we liberated them, right?
Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
This
okay,
is the
what do they
person
call
that
it?
apparently schooled me only a week ago. Absolutely put me in my place. That's how we started the conversation, to let me know that he
Okay.
absolutely schooled me a week ago. Which, by the way, you're doing a great job right now.
A concentration camp, we think of it as people getting thrown into the gas chamber, right? Isn't
Nope,
that the
that's
main
you.
thing that you? Okay, so
That's
then why,
your
Why is, it
feelings.
so bad? Why is it so bad to have a concentration camp? It sounds.
Why is
awful,
it why
but-
is it bad to put people
Yeah,
of a
why
certain
is it so
ethnic
bad?
a certain ethnic minority into a prison without judicial review? Are you really asking me why that's
Well,
bad?
If they're here illegally, then I mean, I don't understand why.
Sir, you don't
even
know
have
whether
to
they're
go
here
there.
illegally because they didn't have judicial review.
Okay, so what did Obama? Let's go back to what. How did Obama do it peacefully?
I
nicely?
literally,
There's another-
like, no joke, and this is not a joke. Okay, this is
Mhm.
not a joke. I
Okay.
told this story like not too long ago, but we had this guy that came and bought my table, like I had a
Mm-hmm.
dining room table, and he literally was legally here, right? Haitian guy, I
Mhm.
believe, legally here under protected status. Was applying for his green card. It had been holding over set. And he spent 3 weeks in that detention center without a phone call, without being able to talk to a lawyer, without any type of judicial review. And he was here legally. Now, I know that that's very anecdotal, but you can literally find hundreds, if not thousands of these stories from different people all the way across the United States. And this was just some guy that bought my table off of Facebook Marketplace. Okay, not to mention the fact that there's been like something like 1,200 people from like Alligator Alcatraz who have just been disappeared off the face of the planet. They're just like not even, like, we don't even know where they're at. They were entered in there, and no one knows where the hell they went. They are literally getting disappeared. I don't know why. I don't know where the fuck they're at.
That didn't happen to your guy who bought your table.
Oh, sweet.
The
So if
lawyer-
one guy didn't get disappeared, that means thousands others didn't. That makes sense.
Okay, well, how can you prove that other people did? What's the names? You know the guy's name who bought your, like, give me an example.
I mean, I'm not going to tell you his name, but yeah, names show
No,
up on
give me an example
Facebook
of someone who
Marketplace,
got
sir.
disappeared, which
I'm not
is
going to tell
another
you
way
his
to say that you
name.
guys
Like,
do.
what are you, fucking weird?
No, give me an example of someone who got disappeared, quote unquote, which is a lame phrase.
You're doing great, by the way. Keep it up.
It's like, it's so dramatic. Like, it's a concentration camp. Okay.
It's insane.
They're not killing people in there at mass number. I mean, you're the only one who, I'm sure, calls it a concentration. I'll look up this Alcatraz Island myself and see what they officially call it. So is that the only one that they have?
I think there's other ones or something. That's like the most famous one.
I mean, like, and just one more time. When Obama had, you know, I don't know how he knew that they were illegal since they, or I guess they have paperwork if they're illegal, but when Obama was doing all of his deportations, the proper and peacefully and kind way, like, walk us through how that, like, looked.
Actually, Obama actually did not always start out like that. Actually, a lot of his early deportations, he was doing things like family separation, the kids in cages thing, actually really horrible stuff. And the left stood up against, you know, our own, right? Because we saw our president doing things that we didn't like, and we protested and we demanded, we called our senators, and we actually fought back against Obama, right? Against the things that he was doing. It actually caused change within the administration in the way they were treating children and the way they were treating people within when they were deporting them. Okay, see, that's the difference. On the left, over here on my side, right? When our presidents or our, you know, elected officials are doing things that we don't appreciate, or things that we think are wrong, things that, you know, go against our values, we call our presidents out. Okay, when your president does it, all right, you guys freaking support him. You guys defend him to every freaking, to the end of the fucking world.
Right.
To make sure, all right, that you guys fucking make sure that, you know, you don't ever have anything other than the orange Cheeto running the place.
Yeah, I thought judging people by the color of their skin wasn't, you know, was frowned upon.
It is when it's orange and fake.
Okay.
Yeah,
So you get to decide.
I have
decide-
zero problem doing it when it's orange and fake. Okay.
It's fake skin.
Roxy,
What,
I
it's
can't
fake
pull
skin?
that up.
So what about the Nicolas Maduro thing? Everyone's all enraged about that, right?
Enraged about the president breaking the law? Yeah, I got some problems with that.
Okay, well, didn't Biden have a $25 million jackpot on his head?
Yeah, that'd be a bounty.
Okay, so
actually, I'm pretty sure that was
Biden-
implemented under Trump's first administration and then kept on under Biden. But maybe I was wrong. Maybe Biden put it on there. I'm pretty sure that came on in or maybe the indictment was 2019. It might have been the indictment was 2019. What does that have to do with
the guy's
anything?
been there for like 30 years. I think even Obama had a bounty on him.
He did not. No.
You're certain?
No.
Okay.
But I'm pretty sure you're wrong.
Well, we know Biden did.
What does this have to do with anything?
Because you tailor pick events to get excited about and cause a ruckus and try to divide us. Whenever it's actually just the same thing that's been happening, you just don't like it because our guy's doing it.
Did Donald Trump break the law in doing what he did?
How did he? I don't know.
That's not. I didn't ask you to ask me a question back. I asked you, did he break the law? Yes or no?
I'm not a legal expert. I don't have rights in those. I would think probably like going with jurisdiction. I don't know. I don't know.
And let me ask you a question. What good did this cause?
Was it illegal when Obama killed Hussein? Was that breaking the law?
No.
Or Obama killed Osama?
No.
Osama. That wasn't. What was it? Okay. Well, they killed him. That violates other laws. And,
What law?
You know, the law of the Ten Commandments, I would say.
The law of the 10 Commandments. Well, luckily for us, the 10 Commandments are not part of the U.S. Constitution or U.S. law,
Right.
so that's not how
Osama
that
killed-
fucking works.
Osama
Did
killed,
this motherfucker
Obama
just say
killed
the 10
Osama.
Commandments? Did this
Obama
motherfucker
killed
just
Osama,
did this
right?
motherfucker just tell me the fucking 10 Commandments? Did that really did that where has my life digressed to?
Obama killed Osama.
Where this
Was that breaking
motherfucker
the
just
law?
said the 10
Dude,
Commandments.
All right, forget about that. Did Obama
Holy
kill Osama?
shit, dude.
Yeah, that's good. Just try to like.
I'm so glad like a week ago this guy just worked me. That must have been
easy.
yeah, so easy.
No, easy on like.
You want to talk about all the 10 Commandments that Donald Trump fucking breaks like on a daily?
Yeah,
Holy
by bringing
shit.
back Merry Christmas. What an awful guy, dude. What a terrible human being.
Merry Christmas. What part of the 10 Commandments is that in?
And we saw.
I'm a little rusty on my 10
We saw
Commandments.
Camilla going, "How dare
I'm a little
you say
rusty
Merry
on my
Christmas?
10 Commandments.
How
like,
dare you say? How
like,
dare we say?
in
How
order,
dare
let's
we
see.
say? How dare we say Merry Christmas?
Well, let's see. Let's pull up the 10 Commandments over here. Well, thou shalt have no other gods before me. Donald Trump obviously worships money, which the Bible, specifically says that you shouldn't do. But regardless of that, thou shalt not make
Which is
unto
why
thee
he's not
any graven
accepting any for being the
image.
president
Doesn't
right now,
Donald
right?
Trump want
Hold on.
his face
Isn't he
put
not
on Mount
accepting a salary
Rushmore?
right now?
I'm pretty sure. That's pretty cool. Let's see. Thou shalt not take
Isn't
the
he
Lord's
not
name in
accepting a
vain.
presidential
I've
salary,
never
first
actually heard him do
president?
that one. I've never heard him take the Lord's name in vain. I assume he has. Okay, but I will give him a pass on that one. We'll give him a pass on that one. That's fine. Remember the Sabbath day and keep it holy. No, isn't like he's usually bombing someone on Sundays, so that's definitely not true. Honor thy father and mother. I mean, I guess that one's a little contentious because he does honor his slumlord racist ass fucking family. But regardless of that should not kill.
Yeah,
We
he's a
already
great
figured
father
that
to
one
his
out.
kids,
He's not
too,
very
that
good at that
part.
one. That one should not commit adultery. Let's see. He cheated on his first wife with his second wife with his third wife with a porn star, then paid her off to make sure that, I can't do that. Thou shalt not steal.
Yeah,
Well,
how
he
about
literally
Bill Clinton?
actually stole $400 million from children with cancer, right? And that he had to
Sounds
pay
like a
all that
Minnesotan.
back. That was pretty horrible. Thou shalt not bear false witness against his neighbor. Guys, if we're talking about lying, I mean, literally 30,000
Yeah, let's
confirmed
look at
lies
Gavin
in just
Newsom,
his
who
first
took
term,
his-
but
who took his,
literally that one's easily provable, whatever.
campaign manager's wife.
Thou shalt not covet. And honestly, you know what? Like, just to be completely honest with you, thou shalt not covet alone. Like, I like how many times you brought up Obama, because if you want to talk about coveting what other people have, I think Donald Trump covets everything that Obama has, especially that Nobel Peace Prize. This little whiny brat didn't fucking turn over Venezuela to their rightful fucking person just because he didn't get the Nobel Peace Prize. What a petulant little child. Right? Like, what a petulant
sure he
child.
doesn't
That
care
guy is the
anything
most
about some
jealous
stupid-ass
person of
prize.
Obama. Plus, Obama doesn't have to cover himself in orange makeup, right? Like just obviously a fucking better person. In all and just Obama gives off that energy, right? Like compared to Trump, who gives off that
Big Mike energy.
he gives off that little fucking that shrimp energy. So I know he's probably jealous of some other things too. But regardless, anyways, you were busy working me in this conversation. What was that?
Oh, I was just countering everything you were saying. How don't cover the neighbor's wife, and you got your next presidential hopeful, Gavin Newsom, who literally steals his campaign manager's wife. Now married to.
I'm gonna be straight up with you. If your intent in this is for me to defend Gavin Newsom, I could not give a fuck about him.
Oh well, that's going to be your next candidate.
He is. Who's my next
Yes,
candidate?
He is. I'm sorry.
How do we know what my next candidate is?
Because you're a libtard Democrat, right?
Nope.
Okay, you're not on the left.
I am on the left, but I'm neither liberal nor a Democrat. And I definitely don't use those horrible slurs that you use against people. So
horrible slurs. Let's listen to some of your what you were saying to the last caller.
What did I say to the last caller?
What did you say? I mean, you said it. You don't know what you said?
No, I honestly trauma blocked most of you out of my head.
You were saying some pretty foul things.
Oh, that's not surprising.
Okay, you just said
Yeah, but that doesn't mean I use demeaning language against marginalized communities.
No, you literally did use demeaning language. You said he has two brain cells. I think was one of them. And
Yeah, that's me
you're
talking bad
pretty-
about dumb people. That's not a marginalized community. Honestly, based off the last election, like dumb people is the majority of Americans, including yourself, sir. You fit in there, so you're good.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, you think I'm dumb?
Oh no, I know that one. I can prove that one with empirical evidence.
Empirical? Well, let's talk about empirical. Oh, this guy's talking about the Ten Commandments. What is empirical? What's your empirical
Wow,
evidence?
thanks for proving
what
my
type
point
of-
so quickly. I appreciate that.
What type of empirical
Usually I have
evidence
to
do
like
you
kind
have?
of work to like prove my point, so I'm like really glad that you just prove that. And
What type of empirical evidence do you have?
This
don't even
this
know my name.
conversation.
Oh, I've made no good points this whole conversation.
Correct.
Not one about how the dude had a bounty on him before Trump did. They were trying to get him before.
That wasn't a good point, sir. That was just saying that happened. I agreed with you. It's not a good point. Okay.
Oh, well, usually
First
if
of
you
all,
agree with
sir,
someone,
there's
if
a
you
big
don't agree with
difference,
someone,
sir.
if they make a
Here's
bad
where
point, do you?
here's where your guys' confusion is.
Do you
okay?
agree with people that make bad points? Oh yeah, I forgot you do. You're a Democrat.
I'm not a Democrat, sir.
Sorry.
I'm not a Democrat. Though honestly, give me some time and y'all might convince me to go back. Okay.
Now you're
'Cause
talking.
I left the Democratic Party like a while back, okay, because honestly they didn't agree. I didn't quite agree with, with their stances on a lot of things. But if I keep talking to any more of you morons, I might actually end up back in it. And that's that. And y'all don't want that. Okay. I promise you, you don't want that. Okay.
I mean, Trump didn't want to be a Democrat or Republican. He wanted
Actually,
to do his own thing.
he desperately wanted to
made
be a
him pick
Democrat.
Democrat or Republican.
He
was
desperately
forced-
wanted to be a Democrat, sir. He just couldn't
There
get
you go.
in because
See?
he was too dumb.
Oh well, yeah. To the squills go the.
You can't even get the saying right. You are not doing good at this. Sir, the last thing y'all want me to do before this next presidential election is go back to being a Democrat, okay? Because if I get involved
you
in
thought that
something,
Biden was sharper than Trump, so I mean, that's.
sir, you should probably quit while you're way behind.
Okay. Anyways, man, I was just trying to put. I said I didn't want to even have a drawn out conversation. I just wanted to point out the fact that 20 people died during the George Floyd protests. You didn't care about any of them. You never talk about any of them. You didn't.
You know who else died during before the George Floyd protest? George Floyd. Okay.
Yeah.
Because the difference between that, sir, and people dying due to protests, which again, I don't promote this type of political violence in any way, shape, or form, even though we do know that over 70% of political violence, that happens in the United States comes from the right. Okay.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, the DOJ actually released the study.
Oh, then it must be true.
Yeah, it is.
So,
Okay.
can you cite one example of that happening? One example of that. Okay.
Melissa Hartman, but shh. Okay.
Who?
Melissa Hartman. You asked me to quote one
Who's that?
example. Yeah, you should go look it up. You would see that it's political violence by the right. You asked me to name one example. It was that easy. Now be quiet.
Okay.
Okay. Jesus. See, I forgot what I was even talking about. I don't promote political violence by anybody, by the left, by the right, by anybody. Okay. It's ridiculous. It's really, really bad. But there is a difference, okay, when it comes from police officers, from federal agents, from people that are part of our government, right? Violence that happens is always wrong. Okay, but it's especially wrong when people in power use their power to inflict that power through violence on the people that they're supposed to protect.
Not necessarily always
Okay.
wrong.
Shh.
Just
Adults are
wanted to put that out
talking.
there. Okay, not necessarily always wrong, but okay.
Thank you.
Okay.
And when people like George Floyd are killed, who should not have been killed by the police, when people like Miss Renee, right, that was just killed 2 days ago by ICE, right? That is people using their power in order to like try to legally kill people and then to get immunity from that. All right. And that is where I have the bigger problem. I have problems with violence against anything, but I have an even bigger problem when it's supposed to be the people that are supposed to be protecting us and upholding the law that are doing it. And that's what I have a huge problem with, or an even bigger problem with. But I'm going to get off the phone with you because this obviously is a waste of my time. So have a better brain day tomorrow. Okay.
we'll try to be better every day.
All right, sounds good. Oh, I can't see real well without my glasses, but they were kind of annoying me. I can kind of see. Y'all, please make sure you hit that follow button, hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. I can kind of see. We're going to attempt this over here. All right. Aries, thank you so much for becoming a member. I really, really appreciate that. Thank you so much. Naylin, thank you so much for the $10 super chat. Said thanks, Paulie. I really, really appreciate that. Louise, thank you so much for the $10. Says put a hat on. So I'll show you. I'll tell you guys this real quick. Okay, so you guys see my background's a little different. It's a little blurry, right? And I think it makes the camera look a lot better. Unfortunately, I don't think YouTube agrees, unfortunately. So I might have to take it off for tomorrow. We'll see. I'll give it a few days and see how it works. Unfortunately, if I wear a hat, it picks up a hat as part of the background and then blurs it out. So I can't wear a hat. That's why I'm not wearing a hat. Anyways, I know I like it with the blur in the background. I think it looks so much better. I think it looks so much more crisp, right? But I have seen my numbers start to fade a little bit on YouTube. So I'll see. The algorithms are funky. So I might have to like play with it for a second, maybe run it without the blur, then throw it on later, see if I can trick the algorithm a little bit. We'll see. Death Grip, thank you so much for the happy poop. I really appreciate that. CJ, thank you so much for the $10. Said the fact that he called her the B word after shooting her in the face proves his intentions. They really need to stop being this disingenuous. It's disgusting. And it shows that he wasn't hurt. I think that's what's even worse, right? I think that's even worse. Him calling her that after he was hit shows that he wasn't hurt. Because if he had got hit by a car, I assume that his next reaction would have been, oh my fucking God, I got hit by a fucking car. Right? That would be not my reaction. If I got hit by a car, I would have said, holy shit, I just got hit by a fucking car. Ouch. Jesus Christ. I need a fucking ambulance. I need immediate medical attention. Not some fucking bitch. Anyways. Roxy, thank you so much for the $1 over on Venmo. I appreciate that. Sorry I couldn't bring up that article, but I am going to find it later and I'm going to save it. So I'm going to bring it up another live. So I do really appreciate that. Ami, thank you so much for the $5 on Venmo. Says, sir, why are you picturing it? There's a video. I actually spit out my drink. When I'm talking about Ashley Babbitt. You don't need to imagine, dude. You don't got to imagine. You can just watch the video. Thank you so much, Ami. Michael, thank you so much for the flower. Manorexic, thank you so much for the jewels. Robs, thank you so much for the $10. And thank you so much for kicking that guy. Hey, you know what? I got to run a show. We got to talk to him for a bit. I'm sorry. All right, got to talk to him for a bit. I'm sorry. VJ, thank you so much for the $5. Said, Paulie, there is a video just released by Fox News from the officer body cam that has Mag upset because it does sound like Renee's car hit the officer. That's the one I played. That's him dropping his phone. Okay? It's just him dropping his phone. We have conclusive evidence that it didn't hit him. Okay? It's ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. We have conclusive evidence. All right. I even played that video, I think. That might have been before I played it. So I apologize for playing that late. But thank you, VJ. I appreciate that. Freddie, thank you so much for the $10. Said he wanted to see the Reddit view. I got to get more concentrated on what Reddit says. Okay, that's what's really important. That's what's really important. Thank you so much, Freddie. Jen, thank you so much for the $10. Said, your stream has me pumped up. I'm at work thinking about fighting my coworkers. Fucking do it. Fucking just fucking do it, dude. Just fucking fight him. Let's fucking go. Okay, you can get a new job. Thank you so much, Jen. Rob, thank you so much for the $5. Says the party told you to reject the evidence of your eyes and ears. It was their final and most essential command. George Orwell. I know that one. Thank you so much, Robs. I appreciate that. Zane, thank you so much for the flowers. I appreciate it. They never read it. Yes, I'm aware, Golden. I'm very aware they never read it. It's so funny when we call the things they do Orwellian and they have no idea what we're talking about. It's like we're speaking a secret code. It's wild. Euro, thank you so much for the $5. Says, R.I.P. Renee, Nicole, good. You'll be missed. I may not know you, but it doesn't stop me from paying my respects to a person that does who doesn't deserve this. I completely agree. And I did not know her. I obviously, you know what I'm saying. But I saw what happened to her, and that makes me very, very sad. It makes me very, very sad. So you're saying you paid for something? Oh, Doreen, sorry. I might have to go check and see if something, sometimes I don't get notifications over there. So hold on. Let me check real quick. Oh, Doreen, that was from yesterday. Thank you so much, Doreen, for that $10 yesterday. I thought I responded to that. I apologize if I didn't. I'm so sorry. Thank you. Said keep cooking these MAGAs. Thank you so much. Raging, thank you so much for the 6-7. I appreciate that. Shush, thank you so much for the jewels. Karen, thank you so much for the $5. Said, I love how you can keep your calm when there's idiots on the phone. You're a better person than I am. You sent me the moon guy? Did I miss it? I'm so sorry if I missed it. Thank you so much, Doreen. I really apologize that. I'm sorry if I missed it. Oh, you did send it. I see it right there. Thank you so much. I'm so sorry I missed it. I apologize. Thank you so much, Michelle. Really, it really means a lot. Thank you so much. Don't think I did that shit on purpose, dude. It was W's a chat for Doreen. I really didn't mean to. I just missed it. I totally apologize. Okay, I'm so sorry. I get to talking, moving, doing all this stuff. Sometimes I miss a few things. I apologize. Luis, thank you so much for the $5. Says, get your haircut. My barber's in Puerto Rico. My barber's in Puerto Rico. That's what's going on. Lynn, thank you so much for the glowing jellyfish. I really appreciate that. Thank you so much. My barber's actually in Puerto Rico on vacation. He'll be back Monday, and I already have an appointment with him on Monday. Tara, thank you so much for the DJ glasses too. If anybody wants to send me 5 of those DJ glasses just randomly right now, I think that might be that'll light up that gift gallery too. Just thought I'd throw that out there. If not tomorrow. Scout, thank you so much for the $2. And this color is stupid as fuck. Yeah, kind of, a little bit. Shush, thank you so much for the $5. Says, MAGA can't paint a horse and keep calling it a zebra, but they're gonna keep trying. It's not even a horse. It's a donkey. They take a donkey, they paint it with zebras. They paint it like a zebra. That's 100%. I appreciate that, Shush. Thank you so much. Monique, thank you so much for the DJ glasses. I appreciate that too. Disassociate, thank you so much. Said, what is stupid about the self-defense argument? If we presume Ross was acting in self-defense, why did he need to shoot 4 times? 1 would have been enough to neutralize the threat in excess. I think a bigger thing for me, honestly, and I've thought about this quite a bit. If he was shooting in self-defense, then why did none of the other police officers think he was in danger and also shoot? Right? I thought about that quite a bit, right? Because, like, if I was another police officer, right, like with them, right, and I see him in danger, I'm also firing, right? Because I don't want, my compadre, right? I don't want my compadre to be injured or hurt, right? So I'm going to fire also because I'm trying to stop them from hurting him, right? But none of the other officers, not only did none of them fire, none of them drew. None of them even drew. Because they didn't believe he was in danger. None of them believed he was in danger. None of them did. Just keep that in mind also. All right. But thank you so much, Disassociate. Freddie, thank you so much for the $10. Said, why are concentration camps bad? Yeah, I couldn't believe he asked that question. He was like, why are concentration camps bad? Like, that's wild, dude. That's absolutely wild. Radstorm, thank you so much for the $5. A reminder, Trump's Mar-a-Lago has a statue of a goat with gold hooves, horns wrapped in $100 bills that say, in Trump we trust. Sounds like a golden calf. Are we in the revolution? Or Revelation over here? Is that what this is? Are we currently in the Revelations? Do we need to bring out the 10 Commandments again? Just let me know. I'll pull them out. All right. Got this thing on lock. Scal, thank you so much for the 2 hours. Said not one good fucking point made by this bootlicker. Not a single one. He tried to do a point. He didn't, but he tried real hard. Mimi, thank you so much for the jewels. Red Storm, thank you so much for the $2. Said guy left the scene after pew-pewing, ignoring protocol and basic decency. Ignoring protocol and just basic decency. You know what I'm saying? And just basic decency. Horrible. Horrible. Thank you so much, Radstorm. I really appreciate that. All right. I'm going to go ahead and get off for the night. I'll be back on tomorrow sometime. I think I'm going to go play some tennis in the morning because I haven't played in a while. But after tennis in the morning, I'm going to be on tomorrow. And then Sunday, I'm going to be live with Ari. Ari and I are going to do a joint live on Thursday. Sorry, on Thursday. On Sunday. On Sunday. So I'll be on tomorrow. Joint live on Sunday. You guys won't want to miss it. Thank you guys so much for being here. I really, really appreciate that. Thank you guys so much. I love you guys. You guys have been absolutely fucking amazing. I appreciate you guys. Please hit that follow button. Hit that subscribe button. Hit that like button. Turn on notifications so you know when I'm live. And join the Discord. Love you guys. Hope you guys have a wonderful evening, all right?